You don't have his OnlyFans link?
No.
I mean, are we trying to make money or what?
Right? You want to see me roll that 20? Well,
We'll be in the... We'll be in the top 100% of all creators.
let's see if we have audio. Gentlemen, say hi to everybody. I should be on. Is anybody else talking? There we go.
You are on.
We're on. So hopefully y'all can hear us. And if y'all, I think in Foxy in here watching, Hefe in your better half watching.
Yeah.
Would you please let us know if you can hear us? So
She's probably within throwing object distance too.
yeah.
You should test that out. Just
Hit him upside the head
It's
for us.
working. It's
It
working.
is. Thank you. Well, I got lucky. So here we go. It's only been 2 years. You know, how hard can it be to stream? Well, you're about to find out on this channel. We have certain low expectations, okay, that we have to meet. And the bar is not very hard to get under. So, how's everybody doing, folks? I'm Duff563, Jimmy Duffy, owner operator of the Rejects here, and yeah, I decided to get out from underneath my rock and come back into a little streaming. And you're about to be introduced to Achtung, Cthulhu from Modifius Entertainment. Was introduced to this game this past summer at this Bergman's house, because he has his own private con in the summer, Bergen Man. And Matt and I went to it, and I have to say that I had a thoroughly wonderful time for a long weekend in sunny Iowa, right? Iowa? Yes. In the cornfields of Iowa. So, and when we say corn,
Infinite
yeah,
corn.
we're meaning corn, man. I've never seen so much in my life. It went on for days. Oh, I don't hear Brian. Why did I not hear Brian? Muted? Are you muted there, Brian?
Can you hear me now?
Now we can. Now we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah.
So.
Why do you think we play so many role-playing games, Steph?
No, but I'd heard that the Midwest was corn, but man, until you see it and it just goes on and on and on, it's amazing. It's a sight to see. But anyway, so we're going to do some introductions here. I would like everybody to introduce themselves and tell you who they are, and if they have other business things or places that they would like you to come find them in the virtual worlds, they can introduce and they can pimp that all they'd like. To support them and what they do, plus what we do here on the channel. We've got some rejects that have been here before, and we've got some newbies. We've got new suckers that wanted to be, abused. They don't even know it yet, and so we'll see. Even one on the other side of the border from us here who decided, you know what, he was desperate to play, and he found us, or I found him. I don't know which one's worse. Anyway, we're going to start with him too. Our Canuck from Quebec. Christian, say hello to everybody. Tell us who you are, who you're playing. That's your speaker, babe. And who your character is, and anything else you'd like to tell the world about.
Hey, I'm Christian. I'll say it in French, by the way. Yeah, I'm from Quebec City, and that's why I've got an accent. And I'm going to be playing Jordan Ash, the ex-World War I soldier, and yeah, it should be pretty fun. I don't have any social to share or whatever, so I'm playing like that. So
it may be the smartest one here that doesn't have any socials. Okay, so that is. Next up is our West Coaster, the man that he's just overshadowed by his other half. We'll just go ahead and admit it now. Okay. Joel, say hello to everybody, would you please? Tell us all about yourself.
I'm Joel, or Tackless Raccoon. That's about it. Want to be playing Lula. I just like tinkering. I'm gonna just be tinkering, brother.
You're chicken. Well, you got to thanks for the follow. Frontal Quasar. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Rejects. We got more planned. Like I said, it's going to be a little rough here because, like I said, it's been 2 years, and we're trying to get back on the stick here with the streaming here on the channel. But you never know what more things to come. Next up, Matt. Say hello to everybody. Tell us who you are.
Hi, everybody. I am Matt Everhart. I go by KC Rift across most of my socials. I am co-owner of Praetor and Rifts, Astro Menagerie, as well as Fat Goblin Games with this Mission Mastered
Jimmy Duffy. I am playing Victor Farago, who is supposed to be an archaeologist, but somebody let the cat out of the bag by posting my true class on the splash screen. So I am, as far as you know, I am a archaeologist from Romania, and looking forward.
I didn't catch that you were trying to be incognito. See, this here you go. Okay. If I can ruin something, I'll do it. Okay.
We
so.
didn't make it past intros, everybody.
It did not. It did not.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I think this Victor is full of shit.
There you go. Well,
You know, I wouldn't have known unless he mentioned it. No, I didn't look at the splash screen.
That's funny. Jeffrey, say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody. Oh,
Jeff.
Why me? Why me?
I'm Jeff, also known as King Bashman across Twitch and all of the socials. I've been on the Rejects channel for longer than I care to admit. Yeah, for a long, long time. And I've worked and played with just about everybody here on the stream right now, except for our Canadian friend. So I'm eager to see what shenanigans we get into.
Let's see how long he lasts, right? So we'll see. Huxley, say hello.
Hello, everybody, to our thousands of virtual viewers across the world. My name is Huxley. I am a longtime reject. In fact, long before I met Duff, I felt like I was always a reject. I played many games with Duff and Bash, played many characters here, and I'm looking to reprise one more. I'm playing Micah Tiedemann. I am a refugee from the city of Berlin, and I'm a war correspondent. So, yeah, anything newsworthy, I'm probably writing it down. Probably in German.
Could be. Last but not least, who, without further ado, who needs no introduction, the man himself, Brian Berg. Say hello,
Larissa.
Brian.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for the introduction. Yes, I'm Brian Berg. I'm the owner and creative director over at Total Party Kill Games. I'll be playing Clarissa Tucker, who is a sweet British boffin or medical officer, and should be quite entertaining.
Yep.
I know that's what boffin means, but it doesn't, in today's vernacular, doesn't come across.
No,
that way.
I
It's
didn't love
not
it either,
what-
but I went with it.
The modern
Thumbs down.
translation is buffoon.
Brian the buff.
Hey, Spellbook, welcome to the Rejects, man.
You were born for
Hopefully
this.
you'll stick around. Yeah, and Brian, like I said, Total Party Kill Games, which most of us know quite well. And we're probably going to try to twist his arm every now and then to see maybe if we can get a dice set from him, something that we can give away on the channel. I've got a couple of sets back here, so we'll start with those because I've had in the past. I said I got to get rid of them, but you know, we'll twist his arm for a few things and give them away as we progress down this path of Achtung, Cthulhu. So we're going to play this game. Anybody that, if those who are watching, the players, a couple have played before, but please be gentle with us as we learn. It is new to me. I have tried to read the rules as many times as possible. We are using Foundry VTT for the virtual tabletop side, and I am coming into that fairly cold. I'm a Fantasy Grounds diehard, and for whatever reason, Modifius has not put this rule set in any officially put it in any VTT platform, even though they have Dune, they've got Fallout. And Star Trek. Yeah. So like, what the hell? What the hell? Get this one. This is a popular one, and it's well put together. And hell, if they haven't got a ton of content for it, my Lord, come on. But anyway, we'll get there. Let's see. So with that being said, let me switch over to our, I didn't put the stinger on. We'll see. There you go. Already off the gate there. Let me come
You're
over.
killing it, Duff.
I am, aren't I? And let me get rid of this. Really, the player thing's in the way. I don't really care. So the maps here. Yeah, so you have if y'all haven't noticed, you should all be sitting at the desktop. So if you, we're going to start utilizing this more, but your character sheet should be accessible, or everybody's. If you click on them, you know, the lovely deal should pop them up. And so I just thought that was kind of cool that Foundry has this, you know, lovely little welcome screen that you can start putting things on to pop up, and I can put music
That's
in there.
legit.
Is it not? It's kind of cool. So anyway, but then we're gonna go. If I
This
remember
stream
how to,
brought to you by Foundry.
it's somewhat bought to
VTT.
Foundry, and maybe we'll get back to Sirenscape again. Even though actually Tabletop Audio's got a bunch of war background music audio clips. I'm thinking about using them, so I like their stuff too. Activate. So if I do this, this should bring y'all in to a map. So let's bring that in and let's set it up on stream. Your mouse wheel should allow you to scroll in and out. You can click, right mouse click and hold, and bring it into view so people can see. God help me, and I apologize. I'm still learning it to get everybody on the screen, and we'll get it there. It's not too bad. Anyway, okay, so we're on a map. So let's talk about what where y'all are at, what you see, what's been going on. Two of you are not currently on the map, so just make sure, understand. Why is my screen?
So if you
like
two
this?
can just go ahead and log out right quick.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So,
We'll catch you next week, buddy.
It's
Yeah.
me and Brian, I think, right?
Yeah, it is Ash and Clarissa. Y'all are not in the scene just yet, so don't feel like you're being left out because you're not. But let's explain what's happening here and what's going on. What y'all know so far? France has fallen. The German forces have advanced through the country, sweeping all before them, and Allied forces have been driven to the edge with nowhere left to go bar the sea. The only option remaining is to retreat. But while the top brass organized a flotilla of small boats to perform what will be known as the miracle of Dunkirk and evacuate their troops back home, someone must hold the line. And this is where you come in. A ragtag force of soldiers and resistant forces have been banded together with the sole aim of holding out until help can arrive. And you find yourself being called from, y'all are, not true military, such to speak, the ones that are there, even though I do know that Alex, you are your Irish background, you have some military stuff, but at the moment you have been part of the volunteer forces. All of y'all are, except for what Ash and Clarissa, they're actually military base. But this where y'all find yourself in this lovely little town of it's a meager little town of, I forgot it already. Really, you dumbass.
Dunkirk.
That's the French name.
Well, you're out. Yeah, that's right. You're just right outside of Dunkirk. Okay, you're a couple hours away. The street, such as it is, may have once been beautiful, leading directly from the beachfronts to the outskirts of this town. It would have been lined with cafes, shops, and homes, even an odd ice cream store. Now, though, all that remains are the bullet-riddled and burnt-out ruins of the lives left behind by the town's previous inhabitants. As you make your way toward the end of the street, a damaged Vickers Mark IV cruiser tank blocks part of the road. Its turret pointed out toward the open ground to the east. There are only a couple of handful tired-looking soldiers are trying to moving around, but they're basically rebuilding the existing barricades beyond the tank. The sandbag lines, that kind of stream down the from north to south along the outside of that road, all under the watchful eye of Lieutenant Dan Atterbury, who begins to bark orders at everybody as they're sitting around. He yells out, "Brett, I want that tank up and running yesterday. Kelly, get the lads in line and into cover." And no, I don't have a British accent because God help you if I tried to do that and it wouldn't make sense of anything. He goes,
Come
"Get the lads
on.
in line and into cover. Jerry's got snipers
promised
all
real
over
talent,
the
man.
shop."
Jeez.
Shh, I know. Well, so keep your heads down. I'll be a monkey's uncle. See, I don't know if British was actually a monkey's uncle.
I'll be a monkey's uncle, bruv.
Yeah, let them get a drop on us. Each of you are loaded with sandbags and spare ammos, sent forward to reinforce the barriers. Lulu, however, is directed to the damaged tank to start on repairs. Spilt sand and blood coats the floor. Spent shells sprinkle the surface like seashells. Each of you do, though, keep low, heeding the warnings from Atterbury that German snipers have been set up nearby. The road leading east is littered with a couple of wrecked cars, and beyond that is a tree line containing who knows what perils. At this time, but y'all really don't know. So at this time, you're doing this work, but y'all really don't know each other. So we're going to spend a little time here, kind of the chit chat as you're moving up and along the barricade. So one of the things we're going to learn in this rule set is kind of what like zones. And it's very similar to my lovely rule set Aliens, who I like to play a lot, and that you have close, medium, and long range zones. And you'll learn these as we play the map, because I'm going to let you try to figure out on the maps where those zones end, and I'll call them out to you when you try to make some actions. But the close zone where you're kind of at is on this side to the sandbags, so to speak, maybe a little over into the road. But y'all can, and you may move at this point in time, where you think you'd like your character to be. But I want you to kind of introduce your role play, your character. Who are you? Y'all do not know each other. The four of you that are here, y'all have met each other, at least seen each other in passing, and know that you're here to help, on the side of the allies, but you really don't know each other. So I would like to know and kind of hear who you are. I think the viewers are just dying with anticipation to find out who you are. Who wants to start? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it.
Let's roll a d4.
That sounds
There's only
like a good idea.
D6s in this game, sir.
Then the two NPCs can introduce themselves.
That aren't here.
There's two guys in red over here.
Okay, yeah, you have a couple of soldiers with you. So, okay. Who wants to go first?
Micah will go first.
Please.
So
you're talking to everybody.
How long have we been here, and what time of day is it?
You've only been here for a day, barely even a day. You've called up. Y'all were out and around either this little town or close by, and you heard the orders, the call up through the resistance channels to get some bodies to the outskirts of Dunkirk because the Germans are closing in. They're shelling and bombing the soldiers on the beach continuously, and you know that sooner or later more of the ground forces will be here.
Okay. We can maybe do like a quick flashback then to earlier in the day. Micah, I'm not sure who would have arrived here first, but Micah is going to be cataloging the comings and goings of interested people. So if he's been here for a while, then he's already got a good idea of who's come and gone. And he's probably taken a couple photographs of damaged vehicles and stuff, just for his own records. Who wants to have arrived? We'll just assume Micah arrived first, maybe with an NPC. So who wants to have arrived next? And we'll have a conversation.
I think that Victor probably was here the second time. The second, what do you say? Second place?
Second place. Okay. Yeah. You probably find Micah nearby one of the buildings. He's probably set up a bit of a workspace. He's been writing. He's been drawing like a map. If anybody else is here, he's probably conversed with them about what we could be doing next. He waves at you. He says, "Hello. Come sit by the fire, such as it is. Not really a fire, but it's something to keep us warm. Would you like some coffee?"
Coffee? Yes, coffee is good. Is it hot?
Oh, I don't have any coffee. I'm just wondering if you want some, because I do too. And coffee keeps me going.
That's funny.
In these cold mornings.
That's very funny.
I was hoping maybe you might have brought some coffee. No coffee? Blast. It's all right. I'm Micah, and he extends a hand. He's pale. He's kind of tall. He's got not cropped hair, but it's like short and black. It's kind of oiled and combed down. He's quite disheveled. Looks like he's been traveling for a long time. He's got papers and notes strewn about his workspace. He has a small medallion around his neck of a unique design. He has I think he has a rifle and a pistol, perhaps. Oh, he has a German pistol, a Walther, which you might find to be interesting. They're considered prized possessions among non-German personnel. And he's distinctly German, which you might also find intriguing.
I think you're on the wrong side of the wall here.
Oh, I get that a lot. No, I lived in Berlin a long time ago now. It's been several years. I live in London now, so please don't shoot me.
London, I hear it's very nice. It's very nice. I came from the other side. I'm from Budapest. It's Romania. I'm an archaeologist. My name is Victor.
How wonderful to meet you.
Yes, my government sent me here to find artifacts in the how you say, the Nazis that stole them from my people. And he has a map of his own, actually, that he's been you notice he's been looking through a couple of different. He's got a stack of like 3 folded maps, and he's periodically looking through those himself. He's dressed in non-military gear for sure. He's got a jacket and a kind of a loose, dirty-looking button-up collar shirt. He has a Luger on his waist, on his hip, and then like a satchel of some sort that he's constantly, like, he seems to be referring to the area in the map and back to the area a lot, and kind of confused as to why.
I stand corrected from earlier. I said Walther. I have a Luger pistol, so you and I have matching pistols.
Very nice.
Cool.
That's right.
So you mentioned you're looking for Nazi artifacts. He says, I don't really have anything like that, but perhaps this would interest you if you just wanted to take a look. And he holds up his medallion. And if you can make some sort of check for me related to your knowledge of archaeology, we can see if you can identify this item.
Oh, well, look at that. Already calling the shots for a roll. Holy moly. So let me go over here, because actually you guys were about to make a couple of rolls. And since you've already asked for that, with Victor, that would be, let's see.
This should be pretty easy.
Occultism. So that's going to be.
If it's occultism, it would be harder.
He's going to cover the study of supernatural occult phenomena, practices, creatures, and traditions for him. So that is, I think you could just click on that and roll it, Matt. So if you do, and you're going to click on occultism, and then choose, choose insight. Would you please? In your drop down. And then hit roll.
Are you, as much as I want to play this out, are you looking at the right character? I don't have occultism.
No, if you open up your character sheet and go to academia, and you
I see. It's in there. Okay.
Yeah, it's in there. Yeah. So then you click on it, and then you click the drop down of which attribute I want you to use, and I think that would be insight, I think. And then it'll give you academia, and then that's going to give you your target number. And then you just hit roll. It'll tell us what the target number is. Was that
2 successes?
That's 2 successes.
Oh,
right?
but I almost saw 1. I was going to say, just slap me around. Why don't you, son? So that is a success with another 2 successes, which grants you the ability to know what he's talking about, but you just gained a point of momentum for y'all. And momentum is the good stuff that you need to be able to
already at max.
Well, you were, but I took it away because you don't start with any, sir.
Oh.
You don't start with any. You've got to earn it, where I start with 12 threat, 2 for each of you.
Actually, at page 9. No.
You don't.
No.
Well, don't you dare. I will take that momentum
I like
away.
this guy already.
No, that means timeout.
No.
Okay. But now that is a success. So what does he know about that there, Mickey?
Oh, that's very nice.
It's,
Is that gold? Is it? He makes. He looks almost as if he wants to bite it to see if it's real gold, just for a split second. Like he's. That's very nice.
So it's funny. It's funny you ask if it's gold. It's not gold. And while you maybe you can't recall exactly
Yeah,
what
that's what I
kind of
thought.
metal it is, you do recognize it as patently worthless because it is a 5 million mark Notgeld coin from Weimar, Germany. It's worth
Nice.
5 million marks, and he has apparently drilled a rudimentary hole in it, and he's run a very thin chain through it. So this delicate chain is probably worth more than the coin was itself, and that's what he has wrapped around his neck.
Yeah, that's funny. I didn't even know that. I'd never heard of knot guilds until this Christmas, and apparently they did like even had Santa Claus versions at one point where they.
Yeah, the homeless people would carve tiny designs into. It's like it's got a little horse on it. It's fairly large size coin, but it was manufactured rapidly and then replaced by even more inflationary coins. But it's something that he keeps around his neck, strangely enough. And he just kind of smirks as you go to bite it, and he's like, "Yeah, don't do that. You'll just hurt your teeth." This might not be an artifact from the Nazis, but it is a progenitor coin, if you will. I call it a survivor's mark because it stayed with me, and it's my father's, or at least it was.
Not bad. While y'all are sitting there, while this chatting's going on and doing stuff, you are supposed to also be working and putting the sandbags up. So I'm going to want both of you to make me a coordination and tactics roll. So click on tactics, change the parameter to coordination, and give me a roll, each of you, of success of 1. We're looking for 1 success each, please. There's 1. Okay.
Did I do that right?
Yep, you did. You both
All
got
right, cool.
once. I was trying to see if you got generated any extra momentum, but you did not. But you do have some successes. So that's while those two were biting metal and hurting their teeth and all that, we then change our view over to Lulu and Alex. You two are still over here by the tank. Lula, right? Or not Lulu, it's Lula. You've been eyeing this tank, wondering what you're going to be doing with it. And Alex, you've got with your 2 British soldiers by the name of, where are they at? NPCs. That is Private Jones and Private Lane, who are there with you trying to, do some work, and kind of staying close to the tank because they're kind of not wanting to get shot. What are you two doing?
I'm looking at this machine gun that's laying over here by the tank.
There is a Bren machine gun there that can be mounted somewhere to cover an area, but it needs to be set up, and it's just sitting there.
I will tell one of the privates. I will ask him if he knows how to set that up.
Like at the back of my hand. Who do you think I am? Well, I'm trying to do a John Wayne deal, but that doesn't kind of work, does it?
Wow, Pilgrim.
Yeah, Nick Pilgrim.
Well, Pilgrim.
So, bloody hell, I'd know how. There you go. See?
Well, then go to it, and we'll get this tank up and going.
Where would you like me to point it?
Not towards us.
That's the kind of leadership you're looking for, folks. We're doomed from an ex-military buffoon. Awesome.
If I need to tell you which end of the barrel needs to go where, you haven't been paying attention.
It says front towards enemy. Weird.
Exactly.
Yeah, funny.
And why can I not grab the damn thing? Is it maybe tile control? It is tile control. All right, so he's going to come over here and put it. The tank's over there, so he's thinking maybe on this side somewhere, kind of covering the north area of the tank if he can get it working, because it's not working right now, but I'll explain that in a little bit. Maybe up here where they can get kind of coverage, Perfect. Okay. All right. And let's see. Let me get them, and they will.
While you're doing that, Duff, quick trivia for you. Where was John Wayne from?
Iowa.
London.
Yep.
Oh, was
that's
he
right.
London?
Winterset, Iowa.
It was from Iowa. I thoroughly enjoyed him as an actor and his work. So, okay, so they're setting up the gun. Now, Atterbury's still looking at y'all. Let's get some. Lula has got the tank to cover, but what are you doing, Alex? You're supposed to be setting up sandbags.
I use my leadership to find other grunts to do it because I don't want to.
Spoken like a true
Officer.
Awesome.
No, I'll ask if Lula needs anything specifically brought here to get the tank up and going.
As soon as given the order, Brett's underneath that tank, getting to know the nitty gritty in and outs. Lost
So
in the
does-
sauce.
That's
right
all
now.
right. Well, okay. The sandbags are getting done. Y'all are sitting there chatting as you're getting ready to do that. The Bren machine gun, they've got it set up over on the north side up there. And most of you, be looking forward to a brew of some scabbage tea as the sun begins to dawn, as it's slowly cresting over the hillside. Atterbury, his eyes heavy from another sleepless night, has moved down the line to check everybody's work and see what's going on, but briefly glancing over the barricade to check the other side, when all of y'all suddenly hear the crack of a rifle and his head explodes in front of everybody. Blains and blood scattered all over the exterior of the side of the tank.
Noise?
Right there. Jones from up there cries out, "Jerry's here! Get behind the barricade and hold the line." What you will see then, dun dun
Who is
dun.
Jerry?
Yeah, Jerry's here.
Who is Jerry?
You're
Only
about to
me.
find out.
Yeah, you are. Let's see. I'm gonna get okay. I got to remember how to do this. Oh, that's the wrong wheel. See, oh, that's right. I can just click on them and add them in. See, I always forget these things. I'm supposed to click on, and now that, like I said, Ash and Clarice, y'all are not quite there yet, just so you know. But what you will see is this. Once in combat, a token cannot. I know that, but I don't. What the hell? Oh, they're already here. I already added them in. See, I am really good because I'm still learning this combat tracker. It is quite intense. So if I do this, I should be able to say, "Son, how do I show them?" Let me see. See, there's my problem. I already know.
You're learning the UI. We're learning the game. I mean, what
Yeah.
could go wrong?
Be careful.
A disaster.
I
And
heard they
you're
learned
learning to
invisibility.
stream.
Well, there's visibility. There we go. See, I knew I could find it sooner or later. Boom. Okay.
Duff.
Yep.
The owl decloak, right?
Yeah. So you're going to see, let me, as I'm moving that, coming out of the tree line are German soldiers. There are about 10 German soldiers kind of streaming out of the stream. And I bet their stream is going, what the hell are y'all talking about? Because I have to get this set right. Make sure. And I apologize. Kind of showing. Yeah. So German soldiers have come out of the streamlines, guns. Most of them have got rifles. I don't think they actually have machine guns on them. They haven't quite got those yet. And are marching towards you. You know, Jerry is here to take this area over. So we shall begin combat. And in combat, in Achtung, Cthulhu, basically goes, good guys go first, bad guys go second. And we go one by one all the way down the line till every group, every entity has had a turn, and then we start over. And in this option, you have both a minor action and a major action. Minor action being to move, to aim, to get ready, perform some type of quick action. your major action would be the combat, shooting, doing some other things. You have a quick reference sheet that I sent y'all pinned in the channel, but I also wanted to go over. Didn't I add it in the journal? I'm trying to remember in the rules. I think the quick reference is there, and you can actually load the PDF from the quick reference there, which I thought was really cool. So you can look at it that way. So with that being said, who wants to go first?
Thank you, Jeff.
No, dude.
Hey, you
As
know
a
what?
lead by example.
That's a good idea. I will yell to whatever their names were to man that machine gun to lay down some cover fire, and then I am going to start my own shenanigans.
Go figure.
And I'm going to call to action for everybody, I guess that would be considered in the same zone, up to 4 to immediately take a minor action.
You are what? So what is it you're doing there again? You are
Call
using
to
one
action.
of your
One of my talents.
One of your talents, which is
Call to
in an
action.
action scene, you may spend a minor action to let an ally take immediate minor action. As a major action, you can also make a coordination tactics test of difficulty 1 to grant another immediate minor action to 4 allies. You must be in communication with any allies you want to gain an extra action 2. So the other 3 of you may make an immediate minor action.
Well, hold on. I've got to roll my.
Do you need to roll something first? Sorry.
Yeah. It's
Well, as a major action, you got a coordination and tactics test, but the other one, it's a
no, the minor action one is just one person. The major action.
An alley. My bad. You're right. I read that wrong. See, folks, shit happens.
So
is that going to be your major action then? Is to roll it up? Uh-oh. That didn't look good.
No, it did not. Wow.
So
you know what?
Supposed to roll low.
You're supposed to roll low, which she's now very good at rolling high, which I thoroughly love. So now it's totally in my favor. So you have a point of momentum if you want to try to use it.
Yeah, I'll use one right now to go ahead and re-roll that.
The 1 point of momentum they have, folks, just went away.
And...
Jeffrey.
What?
Now, all 3 of you also make sure, remember, y'all all 3 have 3 fortune, okay, which to find for each scene, and those are even better. They can allow you to do, if you remember how to use your fortune, automatically roll a 1 or re-roll all d20s, their threat dice in your pools. Take an additional major action or introduce a new truth. So there you go. Okay. So you just needed a leadership. So you got your momentum back because you only needed, I'll give you 1 success because I didn't call it out, but I was just doing 1 right now. And that gave you 2. So you're successful in your talent there. And everybody right now may take immediate minor action. So
including one of the privates up there, whichever one.
Yeah, they're loading the gun. Yeah, they're going to finish. They're aiming now. They're trying to, because they're waiting for the Germans just to get a little bit closer. Now, your minor actions are aim, draw an item, to prepare an item, to move to any point within medium range, stand or drop prone, or prepare. Ready yourself to set up a major action. Spell casting requires this minor action if you're a spellcaster. So we'll start with Victor. What is your minor action?
I'm going to... Oops, hold on. That focus messes me up. I'm going to run here behind the sandbag. Dive right here.
You just have to grab your. So that's how do you? Do I have to approve that?
Time
No.
for us.
We're professionals here. We know exactly how to use this.
Man, give me Fantasy Grounds, baby. I'm so comfortable with it.
think
But I do
they're
like
sh-
this
I-
interface, but it's a lot to
I
learn.
think they are shooting at us.
It's
Mhm.
they might be. That's a minor action. Mikey, whatever.
Micah.
Micah.
It's actually a girl's name, but we won't talk about that right now.
What's your minor action?
Can I get inside this building?
You can. There are it's shelled out, but there's a couple of spots where you may use for cover to fire out.
Yeah, Micah is going to unsling his rifle and he's going to run inside. And if there's like a busted out windowsill or something, he'll lean up against it to hide himself from view.
No doubt, it's in there. You're there. Okay. Alex, what's your minor action?
Taking cover here.
Okay. Lula.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, what did we get? Oh, thanks, Matt.
I
I was like, I got a sub. Hot dang. All my subs are gone. 2 years are gone. You think they'd stick around? They don't. Okay, so we got to start all over. What are you doing, Lula? What's your minor action?
I'll probably just.
You said you were diving under the tank. I thought if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, yeah. Even though you're pretty sure inside the tank's where you want to be to fix things, just letting you know. But under it's a good spot for you too.
I mean, fine. Then I'll move in the tank.
You can get in the tank. You need to get in there. I'm about to give you what you're going to see, and what you think may be needed. Because yes, you have been chomping at the bits because that is who you are to fix what's broke. You can't handle it. Okay. Okay. So that gives the actions. That was your minor action. Your major action was casting. So it is now my turn. And so y'all will see this German officer here barking, and he will just, yells in German that Mika will know, yes, kill them all. And
Hold on, did everybody else take their full turn?
They don't get, it's one at a time, sir. So yes, they've all taken their minor action. Yes.
Okay.
Look at him question me, damn it. Okay, so
That's just the beginning, I'm sure.
Yep. These two are gonna get up behind the car. This guy will run and they will jump into this, what is basically a crater. Okay. Actually, I'm sorry. I can't do that. I can only do one. See, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Only one of them can move. So there you go. He moves up and ducks behind there. Okay. Lula, you're chomping at the bit. Let's get you. I'm fairly certain that you want to fix that tank.
Oh yeah, I do, brother.
Okay. So what is that going to take? That is going to be, let me see. I know the German's there. Let's see. I saw it here. Alex went first. He didn't shoot anybody. He cast an order. All right. And to fix, so there is, you hop in there. Yeah, and it's pretty beat up because it's old. And this is like, World War I stuff. They really didn't have much in the way of hardware quite yet. So you hop in there and you want to repair it. There is what's really out of commission. You're not sure the engine is really shot, but what you can repair is a 37 millimeter cannon that can make things go boom. And you're going to need to make me a mechanical engineering skill test, which is coordination and engineering. However, the issue is that this is a difficulty of 3. So you want to use your momentum. You can use that. I'll allow you. I gave Jeff a little bit of leeway on it, but you can use that point of momentum to add an extra D20 to your roll because you're going to need 3 successes to immediately.
Engineering, mechanical engineering.
It is mechanical engineering. It is coordination and engineering. So it would hit mechanical, which is allow you. So you've got to focus in it. So what that does is that's going to drop. It adds focus is going to give you
like a crit range,
the range of critical range.
The range of crit, yeah. So it's going to give you so a 1 or a 2 would be a success, an immediate success, but a 19 or 20 would be a complication. They are both equal. When you move one, the other side moves also. But if you use that point of momentum, which you're going to have to, since there's nobody really close by in the tank with you to also assist, to only get that success of 3, you're going to need to spend that 1 point of momentum, and you then may roll. You can click on 3.
There are some other options, though. We could offer to give Duff some.
That's true. You could say you could give me extra threat to use in exchange for
buys more dice.
to allow you to have that extra die also. That is correct.
Or
Use a point of
bank.
fortune.
Yeah, or you can bank on your ability to roll 1, 2, or 3 to get 2 successes on 1 dice.
It's legit. Seems like
it's only 1 or 2. It's not all 3. You have to.
If he has focus, it's 1 to 3.
Is it 1 to 3? I thought it was just an extra point. My bad. Okay, if it is, okay. So you got choices there. Tactless, what do you want to do?
So
or did you not understand a damn thing that was said to you? Because
no.
I'm pretty sure
for chat, because I remember. What does fortune do again?
A fortune allows you to immediately roll to a 1. Basically, in this instance, you would use a point of fortune. You've already banked 2 1, so then you would just roll your immediate, just your standard roll, and all you would need is 1 success out of the 2 dice.
Am I allowed to pose a question to the group? I don't know if I should use a fortune
go ahead.
or not.
Right, it's first game. Normally, I would say when we're in combat, I would not allow it. That's one of my pet peeves, is basically telling somebody, you should do this while we're fighting. If you didn't cover it before the battle, I'm not going to allow it. In this instance, because I'm not a dickhead, I'm going to allow it.
Do we think I should fortune this group? Or use the momentum?
Yeah.
I mean, how many Germans are we facing here?
You see 10 so far.
More than 1.
Yeah, and on top of that, everybody has 3 fortune, right? So, or is it just 3 as a group?
Everybody has 3 fortune.
Yeah.
Everybody.
But it doesn't refresh, right? It's not a refresh thing. Like, you've got to get it back. It doesn't refresh like next game or anything.
I can't remember. I thought it did.
I think it's each scene.
I think it's each scene, Matt. And I'm going to check real quick.
Oh, well then burn that.
Yeah, I'm going to rip it then. So that I just roll regular like.
So if you use a point of fortune, you would change it to 2 on your character sheet. You should be able to highlight the 3 in fortune and change it to 2. So you've used it.
Yep.
I believe. Okay. And then just make your regular roll. You've already got 2.
Okay.
It's 3.
That's what I'm talking about, boys.
Yeah, you begin each mission with 3 fortune, and may not have more than 5. But I think between your missions, when you go back into base camps or stuff like that, you can rebuild that and then get it back and then start over. So, mechanical engineering. So there you go. So you used your point of fortune. You got 1 success. And so you're basically using a hammer to beat something back into place, because that's how you fix most things, is just hit it with a hammer. You have now know that you've got the cannon fixed to be able to use on your next turn.
I would like to, if I can, poke my head out, look at Alex, and be like, cannon's working.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Fair enough. Let's see. I think we're going to have this guy. He's going to run and duck, jump into the crater there for some cover. Who's next?
Micah.
What would you like to do, Micah?
Micah is going to try to confuse them. He's going to scream out. He's going to scream out in German, and he's going to say, as loud as he can, he's going to say, "You fools! We've already claimed this sector. You're supposed to be farther north. Stop shooting us." He's going to try to sound like a German SS officer. So he like confuses them and makes them hesitate. Now,
That's good.
Can I make I want to make a deception
Yes, that's
roll.
right. We claimed.
So, yep. So I am. So you're trying to yell out to the whole group, or just like the ones that ran into close?
I'm yelling. I'm yelling to the east,
Just yelling to the east.
so that any
Okay.
German soldiers can hear me and think, "Oh shit, we've made a
Yep.
mistake."
So that is a contested roll, is how that would roll up there, sir. And that is going to be or what's called an opposed test. So your deception roll is let's see, where's deception? Deceive. So you actually have that as a focus. Very nice. So that would be a insight and under persuasion or maybe no. I'm trying to try to learn all the different
It's
issues.
a tough call. So
I'm looking real quick.
Going by the normal ability scores, I would say maybe willpower. Like that'd be a charisma thing.
Self, mental strength, or sense of sense of self. That's going to be for them. I'm trying to see what you're applying. You're trying to apply because it's definitely persuasion, but what's the attribute that it's going to go against? And I'm going to perception, instincts, or the ability to comprehend the world around them. Abilities to apply logic, intellect, or will. Let's just do. You can choose insight or reason. You're probably going to want insight because that raises the number up.
I'll do insight because I've studied the German soldier very closely.
There you go. So change that roll to insight. The difficulty of we'll do difficulty of 1 right now. We're just trying to be nice to everybody.
All right.
Okay.
So he puts on his hypothetical SS hat with the little skull on it. He starts screaming at the top of his lungs. It sounds very, very angry. And it sounds very convincing, apparently.
Okay. So you got a success, 1 success and 1
2 successes.
2 successes. But I don't really want to roll against
I don't know how this works.
Yeah,
It'd just be the officer, wouldn't it?
Well, the officers are going to have to yell out. He's kind of yelled to all of them, so I'm going to pull up the officers who are going to then basically contest that because they're going to be the ones that are yelling out, and you wouldn't know it, but they basically have been, told, they are told to kill everything, and the officers are the ones that are barking the orders. And leadership is what that's going to be at with reason. And
carry 1 nat 20.
I don't know if he mentioned it, but he got 2 successes.
He got 2 successes. I get that, but I need them also. Okay, so that's 1 set is hesitant. The other set will roll off a reason. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. So we've got a tie on 1 and not a tie on the other. So the southern group, that officer kind of hesitates and he stops for a second. You succeeded. The active agent's test is successful. So you kind of see them looking at each other. They are not sure what's happening in there, and the officer, but the other officer up front, that is a tie. And compare the total momentum generated on each skill test. The higher momentum wins.
He did not see this coming.
Yeah. And so we basically tied there. So
all right, we'll call it a draw and we'll walk off of the field together. Live to fight another day.
Okay, what happens? So what happens in the case of a tie, the active agent wins, but you lose all momentum generated. So you have paused. Basically, you see them pausing as though they will lose their turn here, sir. They have paused before they're moving up. Perfect. They don't know what to do. Victor or Alex or the Germans. The Private Lane and Private Jones, they're not ready quite to fire yet. They're drawing a bead on them. What would you like to do, one of you two? What are we doing? Don't all go once. Which one of y'all's going?
I don't do anything at the moment. Particularly the does the firing stop?
They haven't fired really yet. No, they were laying down some
They
gunfires of
killed
shooting,
poor
but yeah,
sergeant.
Atterbury's dead. Someone fired,
They
but
took
they
one
were
pot
just
shot.
they were
Okay,
rushing.
but
Yeah,
they're
they were
not
rushing on
firing
the
at
tree
the
line.
moment.
As
No, they
far
have
as
not.
they know,
Yeah.
far as they know, they took one pot shot, and then an SS officers somewhere down there yelled out, "Don't shoot!"
Yeah, and
This
so
guy's the
also this
opposite.
is a good way when you're using your momentum or even your fortune to create truths. And Huxley could have created a truth that they truly believed that there was a German officer there, which could have changed up the scenario to some degree. So
I don't know if I'm ready to
Yeah,
wrap my head
but I'm
around
just like,
that.
yeah, that's the truths are really wild in how they can affect the game, and I still want to try to wrap my head around them because they're not really in the set in stone in the rules. This
What
is
is it
basically how it
Sorry.
can affect the game in major ways. So
That requires a fortune to create a new truth.
yeah, or momentum. I think it's momentum spend or fortune allows you to do that. Yes.
It seems very powerful, but creativity as well.
That's what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Victor's gonna stand up and he's put his hands on his hip and he's like, whew, whew. And he stands there and he's like, "Nein, Achtung, our Farfignugen." Yeah, and he starts pointing. He's not yelling it, but he's just kind of mumbling it, maybe loud enough so that somebody might hear it sounds German. And then he starts pointing like this left and right, like they should move otherwise, like he's vaguely giving directions with his hands.
I
So
think I found the moment we're cooked.
I'm not ruining who your character's based off of, am I? Has anybody clued in on this, who his character is? And Matt, do you want to tell them who he's based off
No,
of?
not yet. No,
Not
we'll
yet?
figure it out
Okay. I
eventually.
don't want to ruin it for us. Sorry. Okay. So that's what I do is I ruin things. I tell secrets. Okay. So, all right.
But I'd like to do a persuasion, deceive on that, and just kind of he's using hand gestures to maybe try and direct them different. I don't have no idea what the German actually said, but they stopped shooting and he clearly sounded angry. So I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to support him and back him up with a deception.
Do you speak German?
I don't. I don't. I speak Hungarian. That's why I say I have no idea what he said, but he looked angry and he was pointing at him and they're not shooting. So I'm like, picking up what he's putting down. Yeah.
Well, so Micah is in a building behind. So you heard him shout out of the building, this German, and the German's out in the field kind of looked bewildered for a moment. And then so you're standing up and doing a gesticulating this, that.
Yeah, he puts one hand on his hip and he shakes his hat out for a second. And he's like, yeah, like this way.
Oh, okay. So, and tell me once again what you're trying to affect. You're just trying to send them off in a different direction. That's what you're saying. Matt,
you're muted, bud.
You're muted.
I'm not muted. I just was not focused on the browser. I'm pretty good on the at the art of the con, if you will. So
yeah,
I understood what he was going for. When our German started yelling, I kind of picked up what he was doing, and so I'm trying to back him up.
Okay, so just go ahead with a deception and insight as the attribute. Would you make that, please? Make that roll the target of 1. I mean, a success of 1. Oh, give me that 20. Come on. Hot damn, man. Okay, so there's another point of momentum.
You put them together,
and it's all and so I got to do this again. Okay. Reason. Oh yeah, he didn't buy Victor at all.
Was it the Farfig Dugan?
You said I am a donut.
Use the Rammstein lyrics and give it away.
Ich bin ein Berliner.
Thank you. You know what, Huxley? I'm going to use a couple points of threats, and that's exactly what he said. He called he said, that he wanted a donut. Okay. And they,
Good thing going.
yep. Instead, yes, I used my threat and I just burned a couple to put that
You're
out
welcome.
there. You're welcome. And
You
so
made him burn a couple threats. See,
I made you burn a couple of threats for me. That's right. You burned a couple. And a couple of them kind of laugh out loud for a moment. You hear that they kind of caught it and they kind of knew that the jig is up by what you did. And the officers bark out again that Mike knows is kill them all and start with that one.
Yes. Go 3 kilometers that way.
All right. Yeah, you're gesticulating out that, and so this German that's right here is actually gonna try to shoot you. You're welcome.
Yay.
Yep, he's gonna try to point his rifle. Now you were behind the sandbags, and luckily I'm gonna let y'all that's gonna give you some successful cover, I believe, of cover if y'all were successful in a couple of y'all's rolls, and y'all only did a couple, but we'll start it off easy. They needed it acts as cover 1, so it gives you ability to brush off 1 point of stress or damage if I roll any, depending on my roll here. So let's see. I need. Ooh. So we got 1 success. So shot, pating, hits you. What damage does it do?
I don't know if you guys saw the one that it was almost on.
It almost rolled. That was a 2. Wasn't it nice? Here's my challenge dice roll. Oh, the beauty of that.
Hey, can you walk us through the symbols again?
The symbols again are there is 1 bullet hole, which is 1 damage, 2 bullet holes, which is 2 damage, 3 and 4s are blanks, and then 5 and 6 are 1 damage. But they also give you an effect if the gun itself, there's an effect associated with the weapon and what you choose. In this instance, there is none, other than it is reliable. You may ignore the first complication rolled using this weapon in an action scene. So he didn't roll a complication. However, he gave you 4 points of stress. You're behind cover, so 1 of them is negated. So at this point in time, you have 3 stress, some damage. It winged you, but it did hurt a little, sir. You're welcome.
Oh, those guns are real. And he drops below the sandbag.
Alex.
Well,
That's right, Razmataz. They don't like donuts. Okay, they're unhealthy. Shot them.
It wasn't a vegan donut.
you see, I do speak German.
Okay.
So I'm just going to shout out, you idiots, you are fucking warned, but fine, let's play. And I'm going to prepare to cast a spell.
Okay, so that's your minor action, right? Just preparing to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm.
So then now your major action is casting, or do you have to do
the
it?
Spell.
Yeah, the casting spell. It can be done. Yeah. Okay. So it looks like I know you had a spell. I'm trying to see what it is. Gaze of Balor. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Pulling free the seeds of endless nightmares that plague him. He's got demons. Really, it wasn't too far of a reach for Jeff to play him, apparently. Kelly plants them in a new host, forcing them to suddenly confront ethereal horrors from beyond the veil. Screams follow quickly, and those who do not simply pass out from fear rapidly flee the area by whatever means possible. It's a difficulty of 2, opposed by the target's will and resilience. It's an attack spell. The spell targets a single enemy within medium range and inflicts 5 to 7 challenge dice of mental stress with the intense effect. So you may spend momentum, which you have 2. You can add the drain effect. The first time round, you could spend 2 more if you had it to add the persistent 6 effects, which basically is an ongoing damage that just keeps hitting him for that many rounds. When casting the spell, Kelly may elect to push himself, and use the higher number when dealing damage. However, if he does so, for every effect symbol rolled when rolling damage, I get threat.
Mm-hmm.
So, that being said, you have the gentleman that's basically hiding behind the trunk who's aiming at you. No, it's actually he just shot Victor. That's right. So, you're going to. It's a persuasion roll, so it's a click.
Can I target one of the officers, or are they too far out of range?
They're too far. They're they're far range. They are. Yeah, the line's about halfway between the car and where they stand, just so you know, between the distance.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll the one behind the car.
Okay, so you will roll your persuasion. Just click on. It's already coded. Should be will. You got a skill of 2
spells.
Oh, that would have been nasty. Okay, so you got a 6. So the difficulty 2. You got it.
Hold on, that should be 3 successes, shouldn't it?
Not unless you
because 1 and 2.
But it's
only if you have a focused skill.
Is there focus on?
No, if you have focus, it's 1 to 3.
No, it's 1 to whatever your skill level is.
So
without focus, 1 equals 2 successes.
Right. But you got a 2.
With focus. Okay, gotcha. I see it.
Yeah. Just trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure to understand, because I was trying to read on the magic and get a better sense of it, and it's still a little iffy. But it's a success against, though, his will and resistance. So his will and his resistance. He has a resistance of 2. See, so he has a skill. So that's where we're playing. That's a 1 or 2, right? So I think that's where you're talking about. Because what was that? What was your role? Because I think this is where we're coming. Where Christian was saying. So your focus is persuasion, and it's a 2. So doesn't that add? What's the 2 do? I think it gives you that.
He does not have any focus in persuasion.
Yeah.
So that's why it's only.
There you go. Okay. So, but it adds
when
to
you
the
have
number.
when you have a skill in green, that's a focus.
Yeah. Okay. So here he goes. We're gonna roll. Oh, look at that beautiness. That is a tie. 2 to 2. And so you're successful, but you lose a point of momentum. You lose momentum that you would have generated, but you didn't generate any. So, boom. He now has. It is 5 challenge die. I need 5 D6 rolls, please, sir. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is 2 damage.
That's
plus
3
an effect
damage.
is 3 damage. I know. I was just and
don't let him cheat you.
That's right.
So, and with the intense effect, and I'm trying to make sure I understand what intense does.
He's going on a trip. A bad trip.
Exactly right. Where are my effects? Because I forgot. Mental attacks, stress, injuries, 32. So I have the player's book up here in front of me so I can see. I need to put these. I have the module. There's a module add on here called GM Screen, and I got to add this all in here. It's really cool. I can put it all in and I can see it. I know you guys really don't care, but I do. Intense. After if the attack inflicts an injury, an effect is rolled. The attack inflicts an additional injury. If the attack inflicts an injury and an effect is rolled, the attack inflicts an additional injury. Okay, so basically you just gave him 4, right? That would have been 2, 3, 4. 4 points of stress to him. Nicely done. He's got it.
I think an injury is when you reach your stress level. Yeah.
The attack inflicts. If the attack inflicts. The injury. I got you. So it's got you. Okay, so it's another injury on top of that. Okay, got you. All right.
Sorry for correcting you.
No, dude,
sir.
no. It's quite all right. In this instance, it's okay because we're learning, and I'm going to rule like that completely wrong all the time as I'm learning the rules. So it would have. So, however, but if that's the case, if an attack inflicts an injury, so it didn't inflict injury, just gave him stress. Gotcha. Never mind. If it would have given him a full injury, he'd be dead anyway. So, all right, okay. So he's screaming out in pain right now because you brought up some bad horrors of donuts that he's not happy about.
Donuts flying through the air with tentacles devouring everybody.
Apparently so. So that leads us to another officer. You know what? He's going to run and get behind and duck behind this car up to the north there. Private Jones is going to rat-a-tat-tat-tat the Bren machine gun. So, okay. Where's my item? Items. Come here. Bren machine gun. Is a... Whoa. We have a raid. Who is raiding us?
Oh.
The Troll Lords.
Raid.
Is this... we know the TLG. We know the Goobers. How y'all doing?
Schnell.
That's right. Trolls, how y'all doing? Thanks for
Something
dropping
about
by.
Farfenugans and
Farfenugans
You're
and
back to watching what is my first stream in 2 years. And so we're learning a little Achtung Cthulhu. So we hope that all of y'all are doing well or had a good session for whatever was going on over on the Trolls channel. Hopefully Chuck wasn't involved. We all love Chuck. So
We
we're
love
allowed
Chuck.
to make fun. We love Chuck.
we love Chuck, even though he doesn't give us our discount codes.
Crying Orange, the summary is that we're butchering the rules already. We're in Foundry VTT. So this has all been put in by hand by me. We have some Germans are attacking our allies in this lovely little French town just right outside the city of Dunkirk, right before the major battle of Dunkirk takes place. And we're learning. And so far we've inflicted some mental damage, a couple of... it's Achtung Cthulhu, which is basically about the Cthulhu, but it's Modifius's version of it. That used to be somebody else. Matt, it was somebody else, wasn't it? Who had it before them, or was it always them? But they've changed the rules.
It's always been.
It has. Okay, but they used to have a different rule set against it. I thought a different die roll, and then they changed it to the D20.
Savage Worlds.
It was Savage Worlds. That's what it was. Yeah. So, and actually it was another group before that. I have the original PDF of the very first mission. That was another rule set, and I want to convert it so we can run it if we continue on playing. It takes you all the way to the back, even past before this scenario takes place. So yeah, so what we're learning. So we got introduced to this. Matt and Jeff and I got introduced at Brian's house this last summer at his con, and I liked it, and I wanted to learn it because it was interesting to the Cthulhu mythos, which I'm a little bit into, but the World War II stuff too. And it seemed like a fun rule set. So anyway, one moment, we're firing a machine gun. So this is a ranged weapon attack. They will use 1 point of their ammo. No, wait, so it's an area effect. He's got nobody near him. He won't do that yet because an area effect would allow him to shoot hit two people that are next to each other and give them all the same damage. So he's going to wait till somebody gets close up and bunches them up. But he is going to fire at the guy that ran up toward that vehicle. And that's Private Jones. Where's he at? Private Jones. I want you to make... They've got a focus of rifles too, because this is what this is. Is that not nice? Mm-hmm. And we are going to roll that. It is coordination. Fighting, and let's roll it. And I got, look at that. I got one success. That's all he needed. And he's got 5 points of stress with this guy. And let's see, does it have anything else? No, it's just inaccurate. You cannot benefit from the aim minor action with this weapon. Well, he wasn't doing that. So we'll take The Bryn, I need 5 challenge dice. Roll them, cowboy. Ooh, ooh, snap, crackle, pop.
That's not what you want to see.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. That's 3, 4, 5 points of stress that he hits, plus the effect, which the Bryn is does not have anything on its damaging effects. But I thought my Christian, or maybe if you hit 5 points of stress in one roll, don't you automatically do an injury?
I think it's
That I'm not
cumulative
sure.
5. It's cumulative.
I thought it was
5 to
5
an
on one
injury.
roll. No, because he has.
Like if he takes 4 in one turn and then he takes another 1 later, that creates 1 injury.
Well,
Or
no,
if he does
they
5
have
in one
6
shot.
stress. No, so they have
okay.
6 points of stress. But I thought I read that if you inflict 5 points of stress in a single roll, that was an auto injury.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I thought I read.
I'm looking at the
Yeah, if
quick
the character
rules.
suffers 5 or more stress from a single attack or hazard after reduction for resistance.
Thank you. Well, that's right. He's got. Thank you for bringing that up. So he gets 1 point of resistance from the cover of the vehicle. So he will take 4 points of stress. He got riddled though pretty good. Okay. Thank you for bringing up the resistance there. I totally forgot. Okay.
We're doing great here.
You're doing great. This is combat. We're still learning. Okay. So, we had some confusion here. We're going to move only one of them up because the comments from McKay were there to try to divert them some, but then the donut fiasco happened, and they kind of broke the spell a little bit there. Now we join Clarissa and Ash, who are making their way up the road. Okay.
Are they walking fast?
Well, so Jordan
face
and
is
Clarissa.
fast and they're homebound.
Yeah, let me bring y'all into the scenario here. You've been dispatched from the bombed out cafe on the beachfront. This is the beachfront that it's been, taking, lots of bombing and strafing from the Stukas and such. But the Germans haven't quite put on the full attack yet. But y'all have come from this bombed out cafe with orders from a Lieutenant Archibald Strang, otherwise known as Lord Praetor, Overlord Praetor. It's a simple job. Reinforce the Eastern Road and hand the letter to Atterbury. Y'all have been walking the road at a leisurely pace, enjoying the closest thing you've had to a break in days. Then in the distance, you hear gunfire coming from where this barricade instead of the cafe, the street line is at. A quick glance, a nod to each other, and you both break into a sprint as you begin to charge towards the danger. Now, what this means is that y'all can take an action, though, but it's a long distance. So the question is, the recommendation is to do the rush action, which is basically it's a difficulty of 1 of an agility and athletic skill test. And that would allow you to get in to long range of where the fighting is. Or you can continue your leisurely pace.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna
What would
rush.
you two like to do?
What's the skill again?
Agility and athletics.
Okay.
With the difficulty of just 1.
It's not exactly my strong suit. Neither is fighting.
Yeah.
Almost a 20.
Almost. Darn it. And a 20 doesn't mean you fail. It just gives you a complication, which allows me to throw something at you. But you still be running. So yeah. So you have brought yourself. You're coming up the road. You're just behind the building here. See, I did it again. God darn it. I have got to get control of this damn. Okay. You're coming up the building there. It's a long line of buildings. Clarissa, would you like to make me that same roll, please?
I would. Agility, athletics, did you say?
Yep. Yeah.
Clarissa explains it all.
Oh.
Oh, target number of 6. Okay.
Holy shit. Would you like to use a point of
told ya.
momentum, Sir Clarissa, to try to re-roll one of those?
She was a veterinarian.
You were muted, Brian. Sorry. I think you said no, though.
I am not like a warrior, so
Okay.
I'm just trying to keep up, and I'm
She's a
falling
boffin.
behind.
Okay, it's a
That's right.
boffin. I think the heels might be affecting you because this is not just it's a dirt road, so it's probably lots of rocks and stuff like that, and it's you're going to break an ankle.
You
Nothing
hear
against the
some
lady.
swearing-
Sorry, I'm not trying to be mean.
You hear some swearing behind you. Oh, bloody hell! And I take my shoes off and just start running in the grass.
Okay. Yeah, you'll take another turn before you get into combat range, which you already know is that you're not that good anyway. Okay, so we're gonna say with the maneuvers and the subterfuge and all that, I will forego the rest of the Germans as though they're just creeping up. They have not quite moved. They're unsure. So, but they have not made full runs. So we're back at the top of the order. Who wants to go first? Don't all choose at once.
I will.
Commander.
I'll do a minor action
You may. You are in.
to
And what
get
would-
in the building
Okay. You may.
and snipe someone.
Okay. Make me a quick observation check with this is where you would do like it's observation. Yeah, so straight up observation with yeah, but how would you know what's the skill gonna be?
That's up to you and me.
I know, but I'm just wanting you to make what would be an observation roll, like the lovely D&D observation roll, which is overused in the game. So just do insight and observation, whatever your higher one's insight to do that. That's fine.
Okay. And
Just one success. I want to know if you see the German that's in the bombed out foxhole.
hold on, I'm gonna check if I'll use one momentum.
You sure?
No.
It's just
No,
a difficulty of one. I'm just giving you options. One of the things about this is trying to do is not be stingy with momentum and threat, and giving you rolls that allow you to generate momentum so that you have things to be able to use. And so,
all right, so no momentum.
Yeah, don't use it. Just try to get it.
Hey, nice.
There you go. See, so you do see him, and you got a point of momentum.
Yeah,
to use.
beginner's luck.
Okay. Yep. And that's just a quick roll. So now that's your minor action was to move into the building. So are you going to, you said you want to try to snipe him. So he has a cover of 1 is the only thing that you're up against. Other than that, he is within medium range for you. So that's gonna, that puts the,
That's the optimal range from my M1 Garand rifle.
that's what I thought. Yep. So that means that guy is full on bang, bang with no disadvantages, as we would call it.
And I'm gonna use 1 ammo to add
The salvo?
Yeah, vicious.
Damn, here we go. Okay.
All right.
Lay into him. Your rifle, that is.
Okay, yeah, and it's coordination. Okay.
Well, you can click on the right. It's there for you on the gears tab. You can just click on rifles and it brings up. It's already coded.
Okay.
That I did do right. Look at that. Was that a focus? Holy moly. That is 3. So that's 2 extra momentums for you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. You've got the salvo effect in place. So you're going to roll your stress now.
Oh my god.
Holy
Sniper has entered the chat.
So
We
this
just
is
see a
where
laser gun.
unfortunately chat doesn't see this, but he rolled 5 dice. All of them were effect dice. So basically, those are 5 and 6. So basically, he just blew the. Just what would you like to say you did to this?
Well, they saw the dice roll on the screen anyway.
They saw some of it go through, but they don't see that. I need to. What I need to do is put up. I'll put up a window which shows the last roll in Foundry, which I need to do. Sorry,
Yeah,
dice.
basically, I sniped him in his right eye, and it went through.
Auf Wiedersehen.
You can hit the guy behind.
So it's a
Wow. Blew his eyeball.
I scared the guy behind too, I guess.
Yeah, they duck. I'll let you know. So I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to. What I was going to was see what does the vicious is. I think it just adds extra damage. I was want to pull that up. Vicious is the attack or hazard is especially potent. Go figure. Add +1 to the total stress inflicted for each effect rolled.
This is 10 damage.
Oh, jeez.
He rolled 5 effects, and so it gave him 10, basically 10 points.
Yeah. I was about to say something about my old 1903 Winchester, I think. Well, Springfield was better and blah blah blah. But how can I say that now? So
So Kaplowy, he is now. I can't. Let me zoom in. Can I zoom in? Let me zoom in on this. So
pink mist.
He is dead. And now there is just blood.
No.
It's literally all that's left.
It's all that's left. Yeah, it exploded. So what it did is that the shot was hit him so perfectly, it hit one of his stick grenades and blew him up. Okay.
This is like a Tarantino film.
all right.
Potato masher.
It blew him up. Okay. And so that will put an effect on the guy behind him. I'm going to roll a resilience, willpower. Okay, he's success. He basically moves up. He was going to move up and duck, and his friend's exploding stops him, and he falls prone to the ground here. Just so you know, and I'm going to there should be a prone. Let me see. There he is. Yeah, cool. He is now prone on the ground. Okay, that was his turn. Who's next? Allies.
I mean, if nobody else is going to do
How do
anything,
you
I might try and get this tank up and running. That's how I follow it.
Yeah, whoever can shoot something.
You get that.
So you've got the cannon. Yes, and
but you said the tank no move. I want tank to move.
I don't believe the tank will move. You need more people in it to man. I believe that the tank's gun is the only thing accessible. Let me check to make sure, but I believe the repair of the tank, the 37 millimeter cannon is out of commission, but can be fixed. You'll need to pass the difficulty. If Lula's successful, she'll be able to make use of the cannon on the next turn. The tank itself, you're going to need more it's really in bad shape, and it's the engine. You need more parts, but the cannon itself was what you were really going for.
So you're telling me you put a tank in front of me that I can't make go?
Well, you can use if you want to change the truth, you may use a point of fortune to do that.
So I can be like, no, it's actually good to go. You can drive it.
Yeah,
make it repairable.
It's repairable. I could make it repairable that you could spend another, but it's gonna up the difficulty to 4. That's how bad it is. I'll be magnanimous. It'll be a difficulty of 3. Okay.
Fine. I'm spending a fortune, and I'm making it repairable.
Spend a fortune. Damn. Okay. She, I'm sorry, is going to spend a point of fortune.
Look, man, you can't put a tank in front of me and be like, oh, you can't drive it.
Okay, well, now you're going to make me actually go look up the damn rules for a damn
That's fine. We can look up the rules next session. Let's not bog downstream, with rules. We can just wing it.
We even get to that. Okay, so you don't want to fire the gun. You want to you're going to keep working on the tank to get it movable. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I told my higher up, cannon's
okay.
good.
Okay. Okay. A German is going to fire. This one got hit by the Bren, so this is the one up top north. So he is going to shoot his gun back at Private Jones. That's going to give him 2 cover. So it's a cover 2. So it's going to be a pot shot, but he's still going to try to take it. Success. So that means it is a he will return the favor by using a point of ammo to put the vicious attack on this one against the private. And so that is 5. Let me say 5 effect die, 5 challenge die. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the vicious I said was it does an extra point of injury per stress dice rolled, per stress indicator. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh-oh.
Any resistance?
2. Thank you. So nicely done. 2 points for the cover. Jones is hurt. He's got 5 out of 6. Bloody bastard hit me. Oh. He yells over to Lane. Kill him with the gun. He basically gives him control of the Bren because he's hurting. Next.
Would he have taken 5
stress
on that?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because he added the vicious attack on the roll for his 1 point ammo. So, but his cover would take off 2, so it's only 5.
Oh, since it's 5, would that not be
No, he's got 6
injury?
points. No, it's not. No. Oh, that's
injury.
right.
Yeah,
it's an injury. Oh, we won't. Yeah, it would be an injury, but he would die. We need a 1 point of stress, and then we'll kill him. So, okay. Yeah, he's an NPC. We'll be nicer to him. So
he could just have a critical wound back there.
It's a flesh wound. It's all it is.
He'll
You know
die
how they
next
are.
turn.
It's a flesh wound. Okay.
If he was the player, Duff would be giving it to him.
Yeah, I would. Okay. No. Who's next? We've got Victor and McKay.
I think Micah will.
Micah.
Yeah, he'll aim towards the German soldier behind the car to the north. Is that the one who's already been injured?
Yeah. Yep. He's injured. Yep.
All right. So Micah is going to pop up over the busted windowsill. He's going to take aim as a minor action. He's going to aim down the sights with his pistol and try to take a well-placed shot at that soldier as he barely peeks out of cover on the right-hand side of the vehicle. So
you don't want to use your submachine. It's close quarters or both. Okay. So
I don't.
So they're both
one of them says
quarters. So let's
inaccurate.
say it's inaccurate, but it's also because you're shooting outside of their range that adds difficulty to the shot, right?
Is that close or not close?
No, they're medium. The close range is about halfway in the middle of the street back towards you.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, well, I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, I thought that would have been close. How about suppressing fire? Can I just go full serial?
You'll intimidate them.
Ah!
Yeah, that would do it. It would be like using the gun to just intimidate, just firing bullets at them to keep them down. Sure.
I'll suppress to the northern quadrant.
Yeah, it's just you use the machine gun and just lay down fire on them. And so I would say put that as like I said, suppression. What would that be here?
Should I make an attack roll?
Well, the attack roll. You don't need. You're just going to need roll your just a ranged attack. Let's just do that. I'm just trying to see what it might be if you want to use one of your skills as what you're trying to accomplish with it, which is actually another deception. Persuasion.
Intimidation.
It's intimidation. Thank you. So that's really what you want to be doing with it. But you can make the attack roll to see if it's successful, and I'll just grant it. Maybe.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I won't use the aim action because it's kind of it can't benefit from the inaccurate.
That's right.
Trait that it has. So is that coordination?
It's just roll an intimidation roll, which with coordination, coordination. Yep, please.
Intimidation with coordination. It's not going to be very good, but that's fine. It's kind of
doesn't need to be. You got 2 successes. You only needed 1. You got yourself a point of momentum.
Outstanding.
And you just started suppressing the guy behind. Which added difficulty to his next shot if he were to take it.
I'll tell you what. Can I?
Yeah.
Very British.
And I'd say you're like spraying the area, so even the guy in the bomb hole. So.
Cool. Okay, that's fine.
Then
we gained a momentum for that.
Did. So, you sure did.
Were we already maxed out at 6 or?
No, you had 5. You're maxed out now. You just got it.
Who's click on the plus button, or is that happening automatically?
That's me.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
just
I'm controlling it. You should know that.
So. Well, I mean, you got a lot of work to do, man.
That's always the case. I'm a hard-working GM or mission master in this case. What we're calling myself. Okay.
Can you remind me what morale is in this game? I'm trying to look at ways to use up momentum, and it just says you gain +1 morale until the start of your next turn. But I don't remember what
morale it's in the rule book that sent you. So it's for mental building up. Fatigue, morale is it's how you use against physical attacks or against mental attacks. Character applies resistance from courage or morale. You can add that on what your morale may be. Morale is the certainty that comes from being inspired or encouraged by others. And so,
can I give morale to somebody else, or is that not how? Am I misunderstanding how that thing works?
I don't think that's how it works.
Okay, that's okay. I won't.
But I will get more clarity with it, sir. So
no problem. Yeah. Then that's it for my turn. I just went full on Cyril, like from whatchamacallit, Archer.
Okay.
Suppressing fire.
Yeah, so you're suppressing them. I think the German in the foxhole, he ducked because you were suppressing him. So we're going to move this guy into, he's going to run and jump into the crater there.
Are you sure?
I'm very, very sure that that's going to happen.
You know what happens when someone is in the crater, right? And
well,
shooting
really? You know what? You're going to have to show me. Okay, pal. Okay. Victor or Lula, you also you spent your point of fortune. That's right. So Victor, you're up.
Where did the sergeant go down?
You talking about the privates up north? The Private Jones?
No, our sergeant that got killed. Where'd he drop?
He could say he's right there on the ground next to you somewhere. What's left of his head's pretty much.
Did he have a rifle?
That's a good question. Great question. It doesn't say what he had. So I will say
I'm going to use a fortune point to say he had a M1 Garand.
No, I won't even. I'll even give that to you because he would. And so they're both carrying infield rifles, so he would have one of those. So save. Yeah, that makes common sense.
Yeah. So Victor briefly puts his hand on his hip, realizing he's going to actually have to fight, and then he it's apparent he's not in range of anybody, so he scrambles over. I don't know if you want to make that a minor action or not to the sergeant, so he grabs his rifle. It's
a move, and if you're going to take the action, all that to grab the rifle, and let me actually give that to you. Then, the compendium. Where did I put it? It is rule set, items, equipment. I am going to go to weapons. I'm going to go to rifles, a Lee info rifle. Go to your gear. Now you've got, oh boy. So this, I'm not worried about it right now. This would encumber you because it's more than you can carry. But I don't want to have to. I don't know if there's a way like you can unequip, like you're not carrying this machine gun, because that's probably what
Yeah, I'm not planning on walking.
Yeah, I mean you're not going anywhere, so I'm not worried about it right now. And they, that's would long range movement and all. So you have a rifle now. I put it in your inventory.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot at that guy. Well, is there
target
a
one?
way
I'm
to
just
click
telling
on the map?
No,
Yeah, the
you
one
just
in the
tell me who you're targeting. That's all. I got it.
And
the one that moved up.
kind of at the top. So I'm pointing the rifle I'm going to shoot at him. And then I'm like, my guy, this guy's getting closer. I'm going to shoot.
Yep. And it is, I didn't put the text in right. So
Is
you're
it
going to do your rifles, and that's already it's already coded. So just click on it and then roll the dice. And
oh
wow.
Is that right?
That would be a failure. Yes. Well, you just didn't have success.
It only rolled 11 dice.
It only should roll 2. It only should roll 2 d20s.
Yep. Okay. Never mind. That's right. I thought that the target number was wrong, is what I was thinking, but it's correct. All right. Yeah. So it's bam, bam. Shoot off 2 rounds and then nothing.
He questions everything I do. That's a sad.
By the way,
and that's it.
Don't be afraid to use momentum. We're at the max right now. So
yeah. So you could use a point to re-roll one of the d20s if you wanted. If I'm correct, right? I believe that's how that works.
Mm-hmm. You can use the aim action to do that, and then you can burn a momentum to add an extra d20 to the pool.
Yeah. So buy bonus d20s on your skill test, which you probably could have done. All right, if you wanted to do it post-mortem, you could do that. Is it just one? It's one per. It's 1 to buy the first momentum, 2 to buy the second one, and 3 to buy the third. They basically exponential.
So it's 3 total to buy 2 dice.
Yeah.
No,
correct.
Yeah.
3 total to buy 2 more dice. That's correct. Yes. If you wanted to do that and roll your 2 more d20s, I would allow.
You're muted now.
Yeah. He rolled 1.
Oh.
And
you're muted.
That would be an auto success.
That was a
Cool. So basically, doesn't that give you the? I would say, doesn't that give you the momentum back because you're that successful?
Yes.
And you only needed the 1 success. Yeah. So
that's why you use the momentum.
Yeah.
Almost whenever you can.
You're playing with house money there.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. We're learning. So keep bringing it up. So you're generating momentum with momentum.
Never mind, he's gone.
Yeah, Micah says, you have the situation well in hand.
So now you're going to do your stress, please.
Oh, yeah.
You're muted.
Holy crap, what the hell? Whoo! Jesus H. Jiminy Doo-Doos.
That's a lot of dice. Holy
yeah, I'm trying to say it does the
seems like a lot. It seems like a lot of hit.
Are you sure that's correct?
It's 6 plus 2. I'm trying to see what the 2's for because it does show 8.
Not questioning Duffy's coding.
No, that's what this says in the rule book for the dice, but I'm trying to understand what that means for the weapon.
It's 8.
I'm looking at
8 dice.
It says 6 plus 2. I'm trying to make sure what the extra 2 for. Is that what I don't think that's what the salvo. I think that
when I look at the cheat sheet on the second page, or maybe second, there's an attribute bonuses box, and it says if your attribute is 10 or 11, you get +2 challenge dice, which is like the damage dice.
That's what it is. So if your attribute
coordinated,
yeah, so it's only going to be the 2. It'd only be so. But how would you? Oh, so you could click on it and reduce that to 2. So we'll take off the 2.
That coordination is 10. I get the bonus 2.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
In the coordination?
Yeah.
Okay, there you do. Then you got it all.
Don't question your coding.
Okay, you know what, pal? I'll remute him. All right, so that basically, well, hell, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I kind
Never
of like it.
mind.
This is like high stakes battle.
Yeah, it just blew him. How would you like to talk about how he just died? Hey,
So it actually there's a tank trap that's sitting in that pit with him, and I reach over as I'm screaming. I'm looking this way. I'm screaming at Micah, and it hits the tank trap and comes back down into his back. Would have totally missed him otherwise.
okay, nicely done.
That's perfect.
Okay, well, they're not liking that. This guy's going to jump into the pit here too. Clarissa, let's get you into the battle. You have been so quiet back there, and we can't let the Bergman be like this. Okay, he was the one that said he really wanted to learn how to play this game in BD20, and here I am. We're sticking him in a corner somewhere. Can't stick Berg in a corner.
I just want to.
Okay.
I just want to point out, I didn't say, "Hey Duff, can we fight a whole bunch of crazed Nazis with machine guns as our opening encounter to learn how to play the game?"
Why not?
Exactly. Okay.
Ah,
Over
Oh.
a nice steak dinner, he said, "I want to play." So throw some
Yep.
craziness at me. So what are you doing? You
I'm
can
going
get into
to
the battle,
run.
please.
I'm going to run. I will actually take some momentum to attempt to make this happen.
Okay.
So a success just gets me onto the map. Is that how this is going to
Yes.
work?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Multiple successes maybe get me to the tank.
Make it happen.
Okay.
So are you going to spend momentum though? Are you going to
You're
roll?
darn right I am.
How much are you going to spend?
I'll try 2 points.
2 points. So that's 3 momentum.
Yep.
Okay. So roll yourself 4 dice then.
Okay, so that's athletics.
It's athletics and agility.
Agility.
And then change your dice to 4. Yep. And roll it away.
Oh, look at that. That's some classic Brian rolls right there.
1 success though. So
you know what? No. I'm going to spend one of my fate points or whatever.
Fortune.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just going to re-roll the whole thing.
No, the fortune would give you 2 successes.
Fortune, yeah.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Better than rolling.
There you go. You run so fast and are you wanting to go to the tank is what you were saying, right?
That is my intention. Yes.
And you're in the tank.
Yes.
Okay. Nicely done. Okay.
And when I plop down into one of the seats, I look over and it's Lula.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello there. I've always wanted to try one of these.
It's simple. Aim, shoot.
Are you laying your fingers on the triggers of the cannon? Is that what you're about to unload on the next turn? Is that what
I look like
hearing?
a kid in a candy store, actually, right now, and that's probably where I'll have to end my turn.
Okay, we'll call that the end of round 2 because they're doing some damage. They've on the south side of the map here. 2 of their companions have blown up or fallen and impaled, just basically met in untimely deaths. We have a standoff kind of happening on the north side of the map. So why don't we take our quick 10-minute intermission break here so we can all go grab our tasty beverage and use the restroom. And then we will come back to the show here and see what trouble we can get into from there. So don't go away. We'll be right back and we'll continue on with what's happening here.
Woo! Yahoo!
good run, but the Nazis won by destroying the internet, went back in time and killed, what's his name? Al Gore?
Al Gore, yeah.
The inventor of the internet.
My Führer!
And I believe we are on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're live.
So we can just sit here and talk about Duff.
We want to.
That's
maybe
right. I was telling. I was asking chat how much they wanted. Who wanted them to bring an enemy tank in?
Well,
Yeah, we're just gonna play the War Thunder tabletop role-playing game.
I think that was his whole plan this whole time.
okay.
Coyly disguised as Achtung, Cthulhu.
Okay, so everybody should be talking.
I mean,
Chat,
don't
you
put a
should
tank
hear
on the
us-
map and expect
You
us
hear us
not to
all,
play with it.
I hope. Do you
It's-
hear?
yeah,
I'm
it's,
asking in chat. Someone can respond
oh,
back.
God.
You
Actually,
hear
it's
us by chance?
As a grease monkey.
Chekhov's tank. Like, if there's a tank, it will be fired by the end of the scene. It will be driven by the end of the session.
Interestingly enough, we got more viewers without Duff here.
Yeah, you do.
That tracks.
Something
Oh,
to think
wait.
about, boys.
What the hell's going on with my camera?
That's probably what
God
happened
almighty.
to his feed. He pulled up War Thunder to see what the German 5.7 tanks
Okay,
are.
I'm not even sure they can hear me.
Let's take a look at the rule book. Wink.
Oh,
I just wish I knew what Victor was. I don't know. Seems so
Okay.
off.
Oh,
now
he's
we're
back.
back
Dang it.
online.
Aww.
You're ready to do the bit.
Do not refresh your browser with this program loaded because it changes everything. Oh my God. And
Everybody can hear you,
probably-
they say.
They can hear me, but I'm making sure that they don't get the desktop audio is picking up there. I'm looking at the camera. Y'all get okay. Sorry, folks. This is a reject show. This will happen every time we stream. So okay, your audio's duplicated. That's what I thought. I was afraid of that. Let me fix that real quick because the point was to.
Actually, that was beautiful.
Quit it.
He
Dang
didn't
it.
see it.
Is it still duplicated in chat? Yeah, it is. Here it is. I'll turn it off. No, it's not. I got it. Okay.
It's the infinite Duff. Duplicated forever.
Sorry. Okay, that should address it. Okay, can we back? Okay, so we're back to the top of the order now.
Yep,
After
and
this.
Joel just summoned the extra tank as we discussed.
And also, we got 6 momentum again
Mhm.
while you were gone.
Just out of nowhere. Okay.
I officiated it. It's legit.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and the GM burned all of his threat trying to counteract the tank, but failed.
Unsuccessful, yeah.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate. It was just the luck of the dice, you know, honestly.
And this will happen every game too. So, okay, just a given. Okay. Top of the order. Who's going first?
I
That's their
can.
tank monkeys go.
Lulu, are you trying to do your manifesting of fixing this tank with no spare parts with a hammer and socket wrench? Or no, let's do crescent wrench.
Yeah. Of course I am.
Just got to
Precursor to
connect the
MacGyver
flux
here.
capacitor to the
Yeah. So
something.
that's another check of 3 though.
Hey, what are the
Senior.
8 and other rules?
You can do
Say
that.
that again.
How do the rules work if I try to lend a hand and
So-
or give advice?
So you can roll. You would roll the same check, but you only roll 1 dice, and Lulu would have to be successful for your success if you roll it to account. You could still roll success, but if she fails her rolls, it doesn't count. But you can roll the 1. Okay, if you want to assist, which is perfectly legit because you're in there with her.
and
so-
is that an action or a minor action?
I'll give it a minor action.
It's the
I'm
same, I
Not,
think.
I'm not
Oh, I thought
going
it was the
to.
same.
It's the same, but because you have been in a corner for so long, and that is unforgivable, we will allow it. Okay. So
Okay, fair enough. I will attempt to assist then.
okay. So Lulu, that's possible 1 success. You've got 2, so you're going to need at least spend 1 point of momentum to get 1, or all 3 of momentum that you
I'm
have.
taking all 3. I'm greedy.
Taking all
time.
3 for 4 points. Oh, you can turn my momentum off. Oh, you bastard.
Yeah.
Turning it off too. Okay.
Don't worry. I'll turn them back
Okay.
up later when you're not looking.
Okay. It probably will. I'm watching. Okay. So that's 4 on your, what did we call it? The roll was
Mechanical engineering.
It's mechanical engineering. Yep. And it is a 4 dice.
Yep.
So the point is coordination and engineering. Yep.
Yep.
Roll away if you feel.
And do I
lucky.
change? I keep the skill as 5, complication 20. Or do I need to adjust any of that?
No. Mechanical engineering. Yeah, you would do that needs to have a focus. So you would check the focus. Yep.
Okay.
When you just click on mechanic. Yeah, it's gonna do it. Oh, give me that 20.
Oh shit!
Oh yes.
Two.
Thank
Oh.
Nicely done, Lula.
2
Thank you.
20s, a 15, and a 2.
A karma sets in.
Team.
And you may go ahead, Clarissa, if you would like to roll your 1d20 of coordination and engineering, mechanical engineering.
No, dear, I don't think it's that one.
Okay,
An
would you
enemy
go ahead and
tank
please do that.
rolls in.
Do you know how to do it, Brian? Because you've got mechanical too there.
That's a shell. Don't hammer that shell, honey.
So that's got to focus. Why is your Lula? Where is yours? No.
Oh, dang. That is, you guys are not meant to be in this tank.
Yeah, baby. Complication. Yeah. So you got 2. Lula didn't. Oh, you weren't successful.
I mean, I got 3 successes, it says.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right, because you got the 2. Thank you.
This is like a fail forward thing. So the thing happens.
You're successful. But the complication is that you're doing the work and you got the belts connected and the flux capacitor all done in there. You did it all. You were fairly certain. You even took the hammer and hit it a few times, and that engine fires off. You got it cranking, and then all of a sudden it just blows out, and you throw a rod in the engine that goes right through
Clarissa's
housing
skull.
mechanism. And yeah.
Thanks for playing, bro.
Well, it's a complication for you.
It fails Clarissa. Yeah. It's sticking out of her
in the
chest.
corner and then
And
just
she's like looking at it. I don't think this is supposed to be here. Yeah. And Brian, we want to thank you for playing.
Good thing
Appreciate
she's
you
a
joining.
boss.
Okay. No, you basically, the engine, it throws an internal rod and basically just goes right through the main housing chain. And it is not going anywhere.
for now. I'll fix it.
You're welcome for that complication, because it was a double complication.
Rub some dirt in it.
Pour some
Pretty much.
Robitussin on it, it'll be fine.
Pour some tussin
Nicely
on it.
done. I like that. Okay.
Let
well,
that tussin sword in.
he is done. Well, you know what? I'm going to have to shoot it. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm going to have to shoot again, this time at Private Lane, from this German soldier that's
Yeah, what
hiding
the heck are those
behind.
guys doing up there with the dang machine gun?
Well, they're going to shoot here in a second. They've laid waste. Oh, they didn't actually get to go last turn, did they?
No.
They
Something's
did
up
not.
with the combat tracker, because it's not showing like a one us, one them, one us,
It
one
doesn't.
them. It says
doesn't.
not started on the battle thing.
Well, I can start it if you want me to.
Well, I don't know if that would help
Okay.
us as far as.
It doesn't. I could check them off one at a time, because there's so
okay.
many. I wasn't doing it. That's what it is, and so
I got you.
I'm just kind of picking them and choosing them. But so this German who's been pinned down. Well, actually, that's why they didn't shoot, because they were pinned down, and the other guys haven't shot. So you know what? We're going to give Lane. We're going to retro that one, and he's going to shoot the Bren machine gun at these guys in the foxhole, because his boy, his friend, his good friend and confidant, his partner there, just platonically, is injured, and so that is going to be arranged. Rifles, roll it up.
God damn it.
It's a complication, but it was no successes. Ooh, the gun jammed.
A tank engine rod
Nope.
blows
The
through the
gun
engine
is-
and hits Clarissa again.
Yeah. The gun is jammed, and he's going to have to take a turn to fix it. It's not looking good on the north side here, folks. And with that, suppressing fire, the German who's behind the car over here is going to well, all of them are sitting there picking their heads over and over, but he's going to try to go after Donut Boy again because he's now we'll you know what, let's roll a d6. 1 2 is Micah, 3 4 is Victor, and 5 6 is Alex. How about that? 5 6 is Alex. Okay, you're welcome, Alex.
Which one is shooting?
The one that's behind the car.
In the middle?
Yeah, in the middle there.
The
Yeah.
one that's currently losing his mind.
Yeah, he's freaking out.
Yeah, but it doesn't. How long does it last? That's actually a good call. How long does your spell last, sir? I will allow that. I will allow that obstinate to yell at me.
It says the
36
duration
years.
is instant, so I would imagine. I don't know. However, that plays into combat rounds.
Attack spell, the spell, the enemy in medium range, and inflicts the intense effect. So it's just, yeah, he's got the stress and he screams out and all that, but it doesn't. It's not like ongoing though. So
Not yet.
You could have added the momentum to make it persistent, and
We
it
didn't
would
have the
gone on.
momentum then.
Yeah, exactly. It could be going on. So yeah, he's going to shoot. He knows where that came from, so that makes total sense. It said he's going to shoot at you, and I believe that he missed. Next.
The look of the Irish boys.
Ooh. Okay. Are you going to return fire, sir?
You know what? I will use a point of fortune to create a truth.
Here we go. And that's going to be
that I don't these, like the regular German foot soldiers, like the ones that we see here, not ones that we'll encounter later on.
You know nothing about those.
I know, that's why I didn't name them.
Yep.
Are absolutely terrified and mortified of occulticisms and mysticism and spell casting.
They don't really know much about it. No.
Yeah. So they just think that it's some type of crazy supernatural powers and like it just gives them the heebie-jeebies.
Are told. Yeah, stuff like that. Yep.
So I'm going to create a truth that they are absolutely terrified of all that stuff, and then I'm going to cast a spell on them again because he shot at me and he missed horribly.
Okay, looking for the effect to do what?
Whatever the effect of my spell is. I'm just saying I'm using a point of fortune to create a truth.
That's fine. That they're truly more scared of that. So what I'm just saying, well, that would add some more anguish. I would give you, well, the intense effect of 7 critical die if you've got it, because that's the ability to add on. Because I think you're, what's this talent? What's the spell based off? Will and resistance, and your will is a 10. So that's why you then get the 7. You would allow you to roll all 7 dice instead of just the 5. And you've got drain and stun on that. That's what was looking. You got effects, so that's what it was looking for, was drain and stun, which we didn't cover that anyway. So yeah, you kind of give me what you think is going to happen. That's what I want to know.
Basically they'll see Alex casting spells and immediately be like, I don't know if this is such a good idea, guys. Because they're absolutely mortified of the supernatural powers.
Okay.
Can you apply the truth to that many people?
You can apply it to the overall scene, but it's he's just basically saying that these guys would be a little bit more scared of magic because I could put in, I could say, I'm going to roll in fog. And that would affect everybody on the map if I were to create a truth and say it became foggy all of a sudden.
That's fair. Yep.
Yeah. So, which is actually a good idea. So you got drain and stun on that. So the stun leaves you unable to act if the number of effects are rolled that equals or exceeds the target resilience skill. The target may not take any action on the next turn. So he could have been stunned for a round. So you can make that last longer. And he's got a drain, would suffer 1 point of fatigue for each effect rolled. And the 42, page 42 is saying that the fatigue is going to be, when you suffer fatigue, you reduce your stress track by 1 for each point of fatigue suffer. So basically, it's reducing your amount of stress you can take before you die.
That reduces the threshold down.
Yes. Yep. Okay. So, sir, you basically make them more scared of magic.
Yep.
Or what would hit them. So they might get some extra effects going here, but you still got to roll.
All right. Gonna roll.
Yeah. Get a 20. Oh. Nothing.
I feel like that's some kind of omen. I just don't know what it is.
Right. Zippo, sir. Unless you're going to use, you got no momentum because someone sucked it all up. Isn't that right? For their complications. I'm sorry. It didn't quite work out in your favor. I feel bad.
Hey, at least my truth went off. So
it did go off. It was a good use of the truth, or was it? This Gurman is going to. Well, what's going to happen is this officer is going to run over and tell him to get up, and he grabs him by the belt and lifts him up so he's no longer prone, and then he goes and runs and jumps into
the blood puddle.
The what is basically a body blown apart. Yeah. So
or they can stand next to each other, make a bigger target. I mean, stand next to each other.
Fine, I'll be that way. Since we only got 30 minutes or so, so they'd be that way. He's picking them up. Okay, I'll do that. I am a nice G. I'm not that hard ass unless we're playing aliens.
Piggyback ride.
I'd be kicking their ass left and right. Okay.
No, you wouldn't.
Clarissa, you've got a cannon. Are you wanting to rat-a-tat-tat this thing finally? Maybe.
You're on mute.
You're on mute again. All right. So
how about now?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, great.
Too late. Your turn is over.
So it is a focus of it's focus of heavy vehicles. What it's in there, but it's a ranged attack, which is coordination. Yeah, which is you would just roll. Well, it's heavy weapons, heavy vehicles. I don't know why. That's what it said though for the cannon. I'm not sure why. But it's fighting though, so I would want. But no, it says
okay.
It
fighting,
says heavy vehicles,
heavy weapons.
Yeah,
hold on.
Covers the operations of vehicles. Yeah, trucks.
Heavy weapons covers the use of machine guns, flamethrowers, anti-tank weapons, mortars, as well as vehicle-mounted weapons.
That's it. So it's heavy vehicles. So you're going to roll that heavy weapons. Well, but the gun is classified in their rules for some reason.
Heavy weapons,
heavy vehicles. Yeah. And so heavy vehicles, heavy weapons. But I'm going to have you roll heavy vehicles. It is so you could roll that up, and it is it should be agility is the roll.
I thought it was coordination.
Well, then wouldn't it be tanks? There's a tank.
Yeah. There's a tank.
It's the vehicle. It's coded as heavy weapons. So I mean, heavy vehicles. I think it's a heavy weapon, but if we want to play that way, then play heavy. I'm not opposed to that because I'm not quite certain I like the way they coded that 37 millimeter cannon.
Just roll some dice, Brian. We'll tell you if you're successful.
Exactly. You pick. You can pick
whichever one is more beneficial to you, Brian.
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm going to shoot heavy weapons. I think it's the same.
Medicine.
There you go. Done. Okay.
We can debate more.
Let's do some more
That'll still
debating.
be the
I'll
same
mute
number
you
of
again
dice.
permanently, pal. Okay.
2 successes.
Whoa.
I'm aiming at the. Yeah, so 2 successes, and I'm aiming at the captain or whomever, the officer.
Well, let me give you even better here. So if it has ammo. If you want to use that point of ammo, you have area effect, which means you could mow both of them down.
Bear bird.
Now we're talking. Let's do that.
That's the point. So you're going to roll. It is 7 stress die.
Cool. How do I roll that?
So you grab your
70.
D6. So there's I forgot to show you how to add it's on the weapon. So there's a way to add macros to your bar down there, and there's dice macros under the compendium. But you don't have. Can you open up? So in the upper right hand corner, there's an items, the briefcase.
And
And
there's
Oh, I
the
see.
37
Okay.
millimeter there.
37 millimeter cannon. Okay. And but you can't grab the dice though. So,
At the bottom of the chat window where the dice
yeah,
icons are, you can click on the D6 7 times and roll it.
I'll show you how to grab. There's a macro where they've already coded it, so you can
Can
add
I
that
just
down to
type
your bar.
/roll 76?
I think so.
Wow,
Yeah.
so much easier.
Why don't you just click on heavy weapons? It will bring up a window with the
It's for the
scale.
damage. It's
Canadian.
for the effect. That's just the D20 rolls, but the effect is not there. That's the issue. It's what he's trying to get to.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
There we go. So the problem is I got to look. See, that's the problem. It doesn't show the single dice themselves. That's the issue. So
Yeah,
I mean,
if you click on
if you click 21,
just-
it shows you.
You
what
can
was rolled.
drag the 37 millimeter cannon to your list of weapons.
there we go.
Okay, he rolled.
He got
One effect.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6 and an effect is how I read that, right?
He got one. Yeah, he got one effect.
And then
2, 3, 4.
he got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, he got it. Okay. So
Like 5
you just
damage and an
basically
effect.
5. That was 5 stress across the board for both of them with no cover. You mow down the it's 5 stress. That's an injury on both. You mowed them both down,
Perfect.
sir.
Oh,
Yep.
sod off. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you
Nicely
shot him with a
done.
37 millimeter cannon. He disappeared.
Exactly.
It's just one Bert, just one. It's just big Bert.
Okay, nicely done.
Potato cannon.
Yeah, well, he's going to the officer's going to point to the other German to get up there and get into the action.
Sorry, would him having shot the 2 successes, would we get a momentum?
Did he get an extra success on that? Did I miss that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yep.
Yay.
Bravo, bravo.
Good job, Clarissa.
We're all
Way to
very
get
proud
into
of
the
you.
battle. Okay.
And he did all
okay.
that with an engine rod through him. Or
Yeah.
It was her last act
Just
on this
barely
little
missed
coil.
my skull. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Total impalement. All right. Well, then we'll do unless somebody's got a better action, we'll do the Bren again at these guys that are moving up on them behind the car because they're getting a little too close for comfort. And they will use one more. They've got 2 salvos, 2 ammos left. So he will, Private Lane will fire the Bren at that with the salvo effect of area. Oh, shit and shinola. How about that?
Hey.
Chicken and cheese.
Now, I don't know if that's supposed to give y'all momentum, extra momentum, but
Yeah,
I'm
I
going to
think it
be
should.
nice. I will be nice.
As the GM, you give the GM momentum.
I give yourself, but I'm rolling the NPCs are y'all's, not for me. So I got tons of threat. I ain't worried about it. I've got to unleash some here in a little bit. Thank you for bringing that up. I do appreciate that. Okay, so that gives me that 5 stress. Let's handle that. Let's click on that. 5 with the salvo effect, with the area effect. So come on, do some damage. So that's the area, that's the effect, that's 2. So they both take 2 points. Well, they're behind the car, which is, did I label that? We'll label that as 1. So that is 1 for him. No, that gives him he's 1 stress left.
Do they have any resistance?
They got 1. I took 1 off from the car. Yeah. So there we go. And that was 2. So they both took 1. They took 1 point of damage each from the bullets that strafed the car. Okay, and one of the Germans in the foxhole will then try to shoot at Private Lane. Since he's rat-a-tatting his friends. Uh-oh! No successes, but a complication. His gun jams. He's going to have to fix it next turn.
He catches the other engine rod.
What's that, dear?
Where the hell do things keep coming from?
We're getting snow again. Yay!
Yay, us too. Yay.
Yeah, well, came up from Houston. All right, who's next?
Micah.
That's Victor or Micah or Ash.
Micah will continue suppressing. He's gonna try to close fire on the 2 in the crater on the northern sector there.
Yep.
So it'll just be this time he's it's not just suppression. He's gonna try to actually make a shot here.
What's wrong? Oh, we're getting some snow. God damn. All right, good. Fire away.
And I'm going to spend 1 momentum to add 1 extra d20.
Done. I took it off. I took the momentum off since I know if I don't, Joel will do it. And
Oh man. It didn't work out.
You're
suppressing fire.
You were suppressing and you pulled the trigger and you forgot to change out the clip. It was out of bullets.
I just yelled out suppressing fire and didn't actually shoot.
Nothing happened. Yeah.
Click.
Pretty much. Okay.
Wunderbar. And then he'll, as a minor action, he'll drop to the ground.
Farfendugen.
Farfendugen. Wiener Schnitzel.
Ownership. I want to make sure y'all can see this.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch.
Okay. So if you go up to, let me ask, y'all could try this up in the upper right hand corner where it says compendium packs. If y'all click on that and then go to, it should say an Achtung Cthulhu 2D20 pack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Macro.
Yep.
If you click on that, there are 2 there. Drag each of them to your hotbar down below.
I see 4 of them.
Mainly all I'm working for are the 2D20 and the D6 dice. Do you see those?
Yep.
If you drag each one to your hotbar, you now then can just click on that, and this will bring up the number. You can add your extra single rolls if I call for it, or the stress die like that. All you just do is put in the number and roll it. So there
That's
you go.
pretty slick UI.
Yeah,
Very,
and
very
learning
very
it.
easy.
So I do like it. It's just getting comfortable with it. Okay. Micah didn't accomplish much with that suppressing fire. And so, yeah, you stick out and you click, and the German behind the car there will take his opportunity now to shoot you. And what did I get? I got a success.
Nastiness.
Yep. And so that is 5. Ooh! That would be 3 points of stress there for you, Micah.
Is that -2 armor?
That would be -2 for the cover. So 1. Thank you for bringing that up. Yep.
And then
Well, you've got armor on you, do you?
I have 2 armor.
Oh,
Yeah.
then you don't take any. Yeah, it all just
What?
tink off
I've
you.
got
Yep.
2 points of armor, but it was 3 damage.
Yeah, but you're
So-
behind the wall too. You're behind the
Oh,
you're
cool.
in the building, so I give you a point of cover there. Yep.
Very cool.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you for.
And the
cleaning that
question
up, Buffer.
the question I was going to ask is, does the armor take away the effects as well? Like, what's the order of operations for taking damage away?
Well, it just suppresses the armor. Just would take away 2 point. You know, it basically negates that every time that you get hit by something. And so, if I remember, if I'm correct on that, I think I am. Where is armor? I will just read it to you because we're still learning. Armor's page 109, and it says armor. Armor counts as a major item, and any form of armor provides an amount of resistance, reduces the damage inflicted by physical attacks, is always expressed in a number. So it just reduces. Yeah. So yeah, you took, and the wall took a bullet, so you took 3 from the 3 total, all disappeared. You don't take anything. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Victor.
I have 2 armor. I didn't even realize it. All right.
And
So thank you for
Streamloots is
bringing that
back up. So if people want to, we have multiple ways to add effects to the game. The best one is Streamloots, I would say. But you also can subscribe to the channel, and or you can just do cheers if you'd like. And you can buy things. You can check the website out for the cheer amount, or go to Streamloots, which I will put it in the chat, and you can check out the cards there. I think it's loot, isn't it? Yeah. Yep. Anyway, what are we doing?
Victor?
Yep. Is that too far to move around the building there?
Nope, it's all inside the range. That's totally allowable. Yep.
He's gonna move over to that side and actually thinking that he was getting away from the fight, realizing that he actually put himself in a far worse position. He's gonna try and take a shot at the lowermost German in the crater there.
Fire away. He will get a point of protection from the deal. Cheer bits there, and I knew it was one of them. Anyway. One success. Tell you that is successful. What is this emitter? Is that Jeffrey playing with dice? Yeah, I thought so.
No.
Oh, what the heck? Freakalicious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this was which one did you just hit there? One of the guys in the crater?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's going to be 5 points of damage.
It's so funny. I've never used one of these before.
Yeah, so 5 points generates an auto injury.
I think it should be 4 points because they are in cover.
Yeah, I gave him 1 point. It was just 1. So, but he's got 6 points of damage, so he takes 5.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but 5 generated in 1 attack gives an injury, which just
Is it because they're NPCs that they're dying with an injury?
Yes, that's why they only get 1 injury and they're out. They're done. So yeah. So boom,
we get 3, right?
You have 3. That's correct. And and we've talked about it. So, and Matt, if you hadn't seen that, when you look at your injuries on your abilities tab, each time you take one, you actually put in the box what the injury was and how progressively it works. So you track them that way. So we know how to.
Yeah, because they can end up being scars, permanent to your character, all that good stuff.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. He is dead. Well, his partner in crime that's right next to him over there is going to take a pot shot at you because you just killed.
No, don't shoot back.
His buddy. Why about what?
4 dice.
Oh,
yeah, I don't know.
Huge.
No, that's fine.
We can keep that.
No, we'll keep those rolls.
We're generous. We
Man,
are generous.
That was a lot of threat that you burned there, Duff. Jeez.
I don't know why the hell it did that.
We're generous to let you keep that roll.
No successes and a complication. Damn, yeah.
And
Let's keep those rolls. Yeah.
We call that the old Micah Tiedemann.
I'm gonna.
It's okay, Duff. We'll roll with it. We can just.
We're
Because he's got
generous
a
players.
focus?
Okay, you know what? Even better.
No, that's fine. No, we're good. He did not accomplish anything with either one of those rolls. I'm just trying to figure out why I had 4 dice pop out all of a sudden. I have no idea.
Stop shooting.
Yeah, well, yeah. So his complication is that he fires the weapon and the trigger sticks, and so it just kind of. Well, actually, this is a bolt action rifle, if I remember correctly. So it wasn't going to just keep firing and firing. So yeah.
So the bolt flies out and it hits Clarissa again.
Thank you. We will spend some GM threat to allow that. Thank you for Clarissa is now getting popped from both sides.
She's like, I'm inside a tank.
I need to get some
Brian,
fake blood for
Watch
the,
out,
next
because
time.
this is Huxley's. This is one of his things. He throws these things out and he kills players and NPCs all the time by just joking about things, and it happens. Okay,
I'm creating truth.
he creates truth just by being silly. Yeah.
Clarissa is completely bulletproof, but engine rod proof.
Not
Exactly.
a chance. Rods from
Exactly.
gods.
Okay, I think that who else? Ash, you haven't fired. You haven't done anything. All
Yeah.
right.
I have a telescopic sight, so I can actually shoot at long range without any penalties. Can I
Yep, touch
target
someone.
the officer?
Boosting the
It's
range of the rifle. It is attached to it by one zone from medium to long. And so your rifle is medium. So
Yep.
you just made that a long shot with no penalty. It also
Okay.
grants the accurate quality if the weapon does not have it, which it does not, which means make sure that we know what accurate means. I'm going to pull it up while you're doing your rolls, sir.
and I'm going to aim, by the way.
So you're going to take, okay, you'll take a minor action to do the aiming.
And I'm gonna buy 1 die.
Okay, we're just
So
sucking
it's
them
gonna
all
be
up. I
4
like
dice.
it.
All right, we're gaining them as fast as we use them.
Yeah, you're supposed to. So, yeah. Weapons effects 35. I'm making sure I know what it does. Okay, so the aim, I think, what was it? Did the aim did real quick? I was
It
looking.
gives piercing, and the first extra die is free.
Free, bingo.
Yep.
So that didn't cost you anything. So you got 3 dice.
I'm buying 1 too.
Oh, you're going to buy another one. So
4
that's
dice.
4.
4 dice.
4.
And what does
Okay.
accurate do?
That's what you know. You were going to ask me that, and I hadn't looked it up yet. I bet
A reroll,
Well,
maybe?
that's what I'm trying to see.
It's no
where-
penalty at long range, maybe. I don't know.
I'm trying to look area backlash. Well, damn it. Sorry, folks. I'm not trying to bog down. We're getting close to the end here for this first round. Action stress.
What weapon are we
28.
talking about?
Accurate 28. I'm trying to see. Look it up for me. Aim, you can reroll 1d20. You can reroll 1d20 when you make an attack this turn. And accurate, I don't see it.
If you take an aim minor action before attacking with this weapon, the weapon gains intense for that attack.
Okay, which I think provides
Intense,
if you get an effect, it adds a point of stress, an extra point of stress on, as long as each for every effect that's rolled.
no,
so
intense is good.
If the attack inflicts an injury
Yeah,
and an
injury.
effect is rolled, the attack inflicts an additional injury. Holy
Injury.
shnikes.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, wow.
2
Oh,
successes though.
love it.
Okay.
I love it. You're gonna have a complication.
Well, I haven't used any fortune so far, so I'm gonna reroll that 20.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Let's go.
All right. So you got 2 successes so far. Give me another 20. God darn it.
No.
So your target
Right.
number was 15. So you got your 2 successes. So you're going to get your momentum, point of momentum, and you now can roll your effect of the 5.
That's 5.
Yep. Yep.
Oh wow!
Jesus, come on! 4,
I think he
5,
took 2
6,
injuries.
7.
That's 2
So
injuries.
It's who are you shooting at? The officer.
The officer.
Officer.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, just say nighty night. What do you want? What happens to him? Hey, what do you want?
I get him in the throat, and he starts bleeding profusely.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say he took 2 injuries.
This
Hit him through
is
the
a
throat and then
Tarantino
circled back
movie.
around and got him in the back.
Yeah.
That was a magic bullet.
Yeah. So
I
why
mean,
didn't
I'm always 1 shot, 1 kill so far. So
he is bleeding? But I put dead on him. But it didn't blood splat him. Huh. Wonder
He's
why.
a zombie.
He's dead.
He's Cthulhu.
So, yeah, he's Cthulhu. Yeah.
Achtung!
Bleeding, dead, and yeah, he's game over, unconscious. There you go. Have fun. It didn't
So-
blood splat him. I don't know why.
they lost their leader. So
They
I
have.
don't know if there's a morale test or something.
Look at you trying to work it. You know what, pal?
God is
You know
demanding
what?
a blood splat.
I was wanting a blood splat. Yeah. So, you know what? So, I'll check him in a second here. Continue on with your morale.
Oh, well.
Look at morale.
Maybe it was because I had him selected as a target. Try again.
No, I put the effects on him, and it's adding them, but it's not. I'll check it later. It's not important. He's dead. Okay, so we will just do this.
And yet he walks.
He's gone. Yeah.
Blah.
Yep, he is gone. Yeah, you're wanting a morale check. Fine.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna spend a fortune to create a truth that they see their leader explode or die, and they
Like a water balloon.
and they lose. All
They lose the
their
will to fight. Is that
Yeah.
what you're wanting to do?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If that is the truth that you create, as soon as they see that, they get up and they begin to run toward the woods. Anybody want to say or do anything as they run away? Anybody?
Fire that cannon! They're retreating.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Well, I guess I really hate Germans because I was
I see you
a
in
veteran
Berlin.
of World War One.
Well, I was getting ready to create a truth that they were going to retreat anyway. I could use
Okay.
threat, and yeah, they were going to retreat. So you just
Okay.
bought an extra turn, out. So as they float away, and they move into the woods and disappear.
We set the woods on fire.
All right, I'll do a last parting shot
Oh,
if you don't
You-
mind.
really? You
Cool,
want to shoot
yeah.
one of them, huh? Okay, you.
Yeah, as I said, I really don't like Germans.
There's
I was
one
a
there. He
veteran of
he
World War
staggers. He staggers, grabbing. He was grabbing the identification from his dead boss there.
And I'm gonna aim and once again use another an extra
gosh.
die.
He's
Shoot his
pouring it
hand
up.
off as he's picking up the paperwork.
Pouring it on.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Oh,
What the hell?
You shoot his fingers off as he's picking
That's
up the
what I'm
paperwork.
talking
Oh
about.
my lord!
Do we get
well,
momentum?
Successes.
well, that's full momentum, by the way.
Yeah, I see that.
Everyone
yes.
opens fire all at the same time.
Oh my god!
What the hell? 1, 2, 5.
I reiterate, he
Never
does not like
mind.
Germans.
Okay, yeah, you kill him immediately. 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
America.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I feel like with the power of that one bullet, it probably still hits another guy in the tree line.
Okay. God damn.
It's a magic
Okay.
Christian
There's how
is a
that
beast.
plays out. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting to
Okay.
believe in dark forces.
He watched the movie Wanted that hadn't come out yet.
All right. So the Germans retreat as you're all sitting there, taking assessments of what has happened. But you had, noticing that you had two new players, the individuals that came into the battle scene, and y'all don't even know who they are. So
we know one of them's got like 5 engine rods through him.
yeah. So
And the other one is
I
a war hero.
would very much like them to introduce themselves, who they are. Why are they here?
Brian, that's you.
And Ash, both of you.
I'm never
Ash
going to
is really one
get
who
the hang
talks.
of this
okay,
push
okay,
and
okay.
talk. Way too difficult.
Clarissa dies.
Yeah, moving the engine rod out of my face.
Hey.
Lula, well, I guess I don't know your name, do I?
No, you don't.
No, I just tell you, hey, I'm Clarissa. I saw the tank. It had an open hatch. I jumped in. Not much of a combatant, but I do love technology. So this seemed like the safest place rather than try and stand around and catch bullets. We bring messages from Lord Strang.
You're very lucky I did not shoot you right away. Anyways, can I have that engine rod back? Sorry that it went through your pancreas.
Don't pull that out.
I can heal it. It's fine.
And she's like, my sergeant's outside the tank somewhere. I'm gonna get this thing up and running.
Got a little
He's
schmutz.
definitely outside the tank.
Yeah. Ash, you want to introduce yourself before we put a in
Yeah,
this
I
session?
get out of the building and look at you guys and say, what a bunch of rejects.
Oh,
Oh my
what
God.
are we
Bravo.
doing? Yeah.
Put on the sunglasses.
He said the
Pander
thing.
to the GM.
Yeah, and you also
And
go ahead.
I raise my rifle in the air and say, this is Betty, and I'm Jordan Ash.
Y'all both.
Who's in
command-
charge here? I have a letter for the commanding officer.
You do. Well, Atterbury,
Alex will point to the dead guy and just go, "That's who you're looking for."
Okay.
y'all should have a telegram that is in his hands that y'all should be able to see. So if I did that right, and yeah, I kind of did. Now it doesn't have quite the right name on it since it's we had someone that created their own character that is a replacement for Kailash. However, so that's Victor. Your name is there. Somehow they know you. We don't know how, but they do. But y'all
If you would
are.
stop blowing my cover.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, this is your cover. They're looking at. They believe that you are archaeologist. There's something. Yeah. So Archibald, Lord Praetor, basically there's an order that Ash gives y'all. Following personnel have been reassigned to report to Le Local Cafe on the beachfront ASAP. They are to return alongside Private Ash and Private Tucker with any associated civilian personnel. There's nobody around. Lance Corporal Kelly, Private Micah, Private. Well, you're not a private. You're just Victor. And who else we're missing here? We've got
Volunteer Lula Brett.
and Lula. Yep. Reinforcements for your position are en route, and it's restricted. And y'all are to follow Clarissa and Ash back to the cafe.
Le Local.
Yeah,
On our tank.
and and the tank that's broken down with the rod in it. Yeah, and the only other thing is that Private Jones and Lane good show there, chaps. And they introduced themselves and asked for y'all's names. They want to know who they need to buy a beer for later. And they said, we are, Atterbury is dead. So we're going to, if you don't mind, we'd like to follow y'all back. And they're going to come with y'all.
Alex will pull out a cigarette and he'll light it, and he's like, I'm Alex Kelly. And then all of a sudden you see something move underneath of his greatcoat, and you see this solid black cat circle up and sit on his shoulder. This is Danu.
Yes, you do. And you're basically, they all look to you because you are the highest ranking individual in this group right now, Alex. Just so you know.
Am I still a private after being in World War One?
Yep. You weren't looking for the glory of being an officer. You know that.
Private 13th class.
Right.
Man,
rank structures back then were weird.
Okay. Let's see. The Germans have been held off. The new orders have been received. And Jordan and Clarissa can lead y'all back to Le Locale. If should any of the agents have suffered stress or even an injury on the way back, someone can perform a coordination and medicine skill test with a difficulty of 2, however, to treat them. Who
Is
might
anyone
that
actually
be?
injured?
I only ended up taking 1 because I had 2 armor.
Yeah.
So I've got one. I've got 1 stress.
I think one of our British allies was the only one that
They're really hurt. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yep.
I probably appear to almost look longingly for injuries. Like I find it a little too interesting.
Just look down.
Yes,
Oh,
as
yeah.
a person with 5 engine rods in them.
Yeah. But yes, I will go about.
It looks
healing
like
any
Private
wounds.
Jones is pretty tore up. He took a little brunt of that action. So, if you would like to, go ahead.
Can Micah scour the battlefield? He wants to go and check out the corpses and try to get himself a longer range rifle, maybe if possible, and scour up some ammo.
Same.
And check the officers for paperwork and orders and stuff.
Okay, so let's do
Burn
2
the
things
body.
here.
Would you like this one? I don't. And he's holding it. Victor's holding his gun by the barrel, like the front. He's not. He's kind of dragging it behind him. I have
The
this
smoking barrel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, maybe by the wood stock. Yeah, you're right. It's probably warm.
Micah will say, "No, Victor. I think you've earned that. I think you're gonna be the next sharpshooter among this crew."
Oh hell! 2 things. Let's do Clarissa. If you'll make me a coordination and medicine skill test with a difficulty of 2 to see if you can help, just kind of field dress Jones here, or you'll have to get back to the cafe and back to base camp to do any more. It's just allowing to see if you can do that.
Apparently, I cannot.
Apparently, it's not good right now. So he says he's going to be able to toughen it out, and Lane's got a hold of him, and we'll get him back to the dock at the camp and allow that and get him resolved. Now, for you, Micah, these the main Germans. Let me bring this up. I've got so much here. The German military weapons they have rifles. So their carbine weapon
98.
it's just a bolt. Yeah, it's just a bolt. Is a commonly known. It's a
98K, I think.
Yeah, it's a piss poor weapon. It's a simple weapon. It's not a machine gun. So, but it's a medium range weapon, or you can use like I said, but the weapon that Victor gave you is just a regular rifle. One of those. The officers basically had I think they had Luger pistols on them. They didn't have anything. Yeah, they just had Lugers, which you already have.
All right.
I don't have a Luger. Can I grab a
just-
Luger too?
You can if
Oh,
you
no.
want a Luger. Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll take
But now
another
you got to
one.
watch out. Yeah. So I'll grab one and remind me. I'll put it in your inventory here in a little bit.
Okay.
But are we taking? So what do we do? What do we do? Are we? Did you take Victor's rifle, or is Victor just dropping it since he doesn't really know how to use it?
I offer for him to keep it because he seemed to be pretty damn good with it.
Okay.
But if he's gonna drop it, then
no.
maybe I'll take it.
I've got to figure out how he's gonna. He can't carry both.
Oh, I
rifles.
drop it.
Oh, he just drops it. Okay, then there you go. So
I put it up against the sandbag. If nobody else takes it, it just stays there.
he's got a because he's carrying a submachine gun, so he is weaponized. Okay, so
Not
a
that
Luger
you
for Alex. So Alex, you've already got you've got two guns. You've got
No, I
you've got the service revolver. That's right. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, with that being said, in this scene, and remove 1 point of momentum from the pool. So sorry. Okay. And there we
Hey,
go.
how does that work with the momentum loss? Is that as we move from scene to scene, our momentum slows down?
You just keep trying to gain it. You just keep always. The point was to try to get you momentum to then start using it, and then as you progress with the successes and rolls, that's how you get it back. But yeah, right now all it says I in the scene, and I just remove 1 point of momentum from y'all. That's it.
Interesting.
Yeah, and you keep it.
I want to spend a fortune that
Oh,
all
bitch.
threat is at 0.
No. Now, Matt, you were saying, well, we can talk about afterwards how you didn't think the truths we were using them correctly, which is probably not too difficult to.
Yeah, truths are
believe.
environmental. They're environmental.
Only
They're
environmental.
not- Yes.
Ah,
Otherwise, traits are for people. And truths are environmental or maybe
Personal.
vehicles too. I think, but it's not people. So the truth would be like it's raining, or you called down lightning to scare him, or something like that. But I mean,
or I could jam a gun, or
that's not a truth. That's just a
complicated.
whatever
That
it's
would be a
called.
complication.
Complication. Yeah.
okay,
And
okay.
and by the way, for the engine that Lula repaired, I don't think you can cancel the success with the complications.
No, you don't. You're trying to say, well, I don't think she got any. I don't think she rolled any successes in that roll.
Yes, I
I thought it
think
was
she
just
got.
all
I got
complications.
3.
Yeah,
Oh, you did. Okay.
yeah. So I mean, the engine could be repaired, but be really bad, or
Well, no, I don't know. Let me look at that. You're saying that you're telling me that she couldn't success it, then turn the engine on, the engine threw a rod, and it now broke again.
No, the engine works. It just
Yeah.
the track. Maybe it's throwing a track, or it only makes
Okay.
right turns, or it's only limited to first gear or reverse or something.
yeah. I
fine.
think you cannot cancel the success, basically.
Oh, I can if I want to, sir. Okay.
Yeah,
That's the
maybe
that's the
maybe with
truth.
threat, but not with complications.
That's an environmental truth.
Yeah, I'm about to give you a truth. Keep calling me out. Yeah, it's fine. Understood. Keep bringing them up, and that's
Okay.
fine. We'll keep playing it out and learning better.
So the tank works.
No, it doesn't work. So that truth stayed.
It only turns right.
It only turns right. That's right.
Yeah.
It
It
turns
only
right into the building. Okay,
only
and the
turns
building
off.
dropped down on top of you. There you go.
Yeah,
See,
it
well,
only
I'll get that tank out of action. Okay, trust me. So
We
Oh,
all get
man,
behind
I
it. We all
spend a-
get behind the tank and push the tank while it's in neutral.
I fortune a box of spare parts for it. It's under
exactly.
that tarp.
Exactly. Okay.
It's just a box of rods.
The-
Clarissa's
the
like,
people watching go, is this over yet? It is. Okay. We will be returning next Monday. We're going to be doing this thing. Yeah. We're going to continue playing on Monday nights for the foreseeable future until we get through this module. And then we're going to see those who want to stick around and continue on this pain train. We will continue to I'm either going to take us back a little bit with the characters, or we'll roll up their own if they want, or they can keep this one, because you're going to find out a few things, of what's happening here. And then we will proceed to what I'm reading takes us right in the same timeline area, one of their best modules. And I'm thinking about playing that out, and it's That will take us a good bit. And they have, like I think I've told Brian in front of y'all, they have a timeline of every module and all this created from end to throughout the whole war, and they have it laid out completely how to play it all the way through. I don't think we're going to play that long, but I definitely want to think. I definitely think I want to do the main first module that is out there, and then we're talking about if we have enough here. I'm thinking about bringing Walking Dead to the channel on a Friday night, so we'll see from there. So okay, get back into streaming and with our bowling. So I'm getting pinged by multiple. Okay, yeah. What did I ping me? Good spot. What? I know that's exactly. This is Matt. It's just telling me how to. It's okay. Just in pin it in there. Yeah, that's where the cards are supposed to go too. But I am going to put the. That's what it was for. Yes, I know. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that, Matt. I do appreciate it. This is. I do stuff. Guys, anybody want to say bye to anybody? Anything you got to promote? Say hello. I mean, just tell people where to find you. I know Brian, you got stuff coming up where people might be able to find you. Anything like that? Any cons coming up in the near future?
Oh, good Lord. No, I can tell you though that I'm actually writing a really, really fun Shadow Dark adventure, and I suppose we'll just leave it at that. I'm playtesting it this upcoming weekend, so.
I love Shadow Dark.
Yeah. Mayans, blood gods, gnolls, oh my.
Okay. Matt, we got anything we're supposed to be talking about that we need to tell anybody?
No, not at the moment. Nothing that's on the immediate horizon.
Okay. Till Gary Con.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Gary Con's coming up. We have a buttload of events there, and generally have a good time. If you're planning on going, please come and say hi.
Yep. Get some. We will have to get a night. I know Ben and Huxley, and Jeff, Matt, and Brian. We will need to get in some.
Spartacus.
Spartacus plus Sanctuary.
Sanctuary. Yes.
So we actually would think we should get that on. We need to bring. We'll do that one night. We can figure out a night to do it on the channel if we got everybody around. And we'll get. We've got it encoded in Tabletop Simulator, Brian, so we can play it online together.
I love it.
It's very fun.
Yes, we're going to play some Sanctuary on the channel. We need to bring that back. Board game night. Okay. Anybody else? Christian, you don't want to tell anybody what's going on up north? Anything to report? No.
Well,
Canada's still there.
yeah.
Unless we annex you.
Still a sovereign nation.
We are not for sale. Don't get me started on all that. Okay.
Joel, anything? When do y'all play? How many nights a week are y'all playing Marvel on the channel?
Bro, I'm as soon as this call ends, I'm getting on.
Okay. Yeah, but when she's streaming, or you're not doing your own streaming, you just kind of hang out and harass her when she comes.
I kind of do on rare occasions, but yeah, it's mainly her.
It's on Myriad_X's channel, folks. You've always got to give her attention. Trust me. Okay, if you're smart. Okay, so hey, pay the price. Jeff or Huxley, anything to talk about?
It's almost a Gary Con.
Okay.
Guys, I've never been to a convention. I don't have any social medias. If you want to find me, I'm under the bridge like I always am.
They're hanging out here.
Or in the gutter.
Also, yes.
Very nice. All right, folks. I want to thank everybody who came in the chat and hang out. We'll get some perks rolling. I think Streamloots is now back online, so we'll start talking about that more. The cards that you can purchase to affect the games. Plus, we're going to start putting some loot out there so you can win. We'll try to talk Brian into some stuff. Plus, some of our modules or PDFs from Fat Goblin Games. And we'll be back next Monday night, same time. Until then, thank y'all for watching. Thank Troll Lords for the raid. And we're out of here. We'll see y'all later.
Come on.
Oh, son of a gun. You thought I was going to say son of a bitch, didn't you?